Let's go! This is the 98th Battle of Ohio, everybody. Bengals, Browns, and Joe Burrow is pissed off, y'all. Joe Burrow is ready to go get his first victory against the Cleveland Browns. That was a problem. That was a problem that we haven't beat them yet. Even last year, it is true that I think if we play our starters in Week 18 of last year, I think we beat them. We almost beat them with their starters playing and our backups playing. We still almost beat them. Brandon Allen almost beat them. But it just nags at me, man. Nags at me that we haven't beat the Browns. Especially, it's like 2020 is understandable because the Browns were good that year. But they weren't that good last year. They weren't good really at all last year. They're not good this year. So, I mean, quite frankly, it's time. The fact that we haven't beaten them at all in the Joe Burrow era is a problem. And we got to go do it this week. So we are ready for the 98th Battle of Ohio, y'all. On Monday Night Football, Joe Burrow shows out in prime time. And this is my official prediction. I think 24-17 Bengals. The reason I'm saying that, I don't think it's going to be a big blowout because I do think that not having Jamar Chase is... Was that a picture of a hurt Joe Burrow somebody put up on a sign? That's not okay, dude. That's not okay. Somebody just put a picture of a hurt Joe Burrow up there and they're trying to be intimidating or something. That's so trashy. Cleveland fans, what are you going to do? Cleveland fans are trashy. We're going to have a Cleveland fan checking in later, probably during halftime or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I sent him the link. He'll show up at some point, but he's out partying and stuff like that. So, I mean, he'll probably check in at some point, but he's not going to be part of the main thing. But, we will, hopefully be hearing from him at some point tonight. But anyway, it is a big one, y'all. It is a big one because if the Bengals win after everything that's happened so far, then the Bengals can increase their playoff odds to roughly about an 80% chance. They got about an 80% chance to make the playoffs. About 77, 78% is more of what it's like if they win this game. If they don't win this game, then those playoff chances go down under 50%. More like, let's see. According to this, 53%. What I was looking at earlier, it was looking like 41%, but this is saying 53%. So I guess it's not the end of the world, but we still got to win, man. We still got to win just for pride, if anything else. Like when they came into our house last year and did what they did to us last year, you can't let that stand, man. Yeah, you can't let that stand. I mean, you got to beat them in Cincinnati later this year, but I mean, right, take your revenge right now. Jamar Chase or no Jamar Chase, we still got T. Higgins, we still got Tyler Boyd, we still got Hayden Hurst, we still got Mike Thomas, man. He's a good option. He's not somebody who I would want to be like a starter, but he's a good option when Joe Burrow occasionally has some chemistry with them, kind of build it. We will be without Stanley Morgan tonight as well, so that's not exactly great, but from what I understand, Trent Irwin's on the roster right now. So we got Trent Taylor and Trent Irwin. So, I'm just saying we got weapons. I'm just saying we got weapons, and I think it's going to be all right. We'll see what the offense is like, but at the same time, as you can tell, my prediction is that I think the offense is going to suffer a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough to lose us this game. I think we should be able to win this game. But I do think that the offense isn't going to look quite as explosive without Jamar Chase. Therefore, that's why 24-17 prediction. That's why I am so excited at the idea that Jamar Chase, it sounds like if you give him a couple of weeks of rest, they didn't even put him on IR. So if you give him a couple of weeks of rest, he should be fine. And that'll get him back just in time. That might get him back for the Tennessee game. And, that could be huge. If not, it'll definitely get him back for the Kansas City game. And that really will be huge because y'all remember what Jamar Chase did to the Chiefs last time, right? It wasn't pretty for the Chiefs. So that's all I'll say. But we got to make it through this next short, not so tough stint without him. Like I said, luckily, it's Browns, Panthers, Steelers. I think we can handle those 3 teams. Now, granted, we didn't handle the Steelers earlier this year, but Jamar Chase didn't exactly help in that game either. So, it's like I feel just as good about the Bengals' chances of beating the Steelers without Jamar Chase as I do with, because it's the Steelers. They've been so awful lately. Like I think week 1 was weird. Week 1's always weird for every NFL team. We should have won that game. We quite frankly should have, and we actually would have if Clark Harris hadn't got hurt. But at the same time, we shouldn't have put ourselves in position to potentially lose to the trash Pittsburgh Steelers either. Like, y'all realize they'd be like 1-7 right now. Steelers would be 1-7 right now if we hadn't given that game to them week 1. And you can't really say anything about that Buccaneers game. They won that Buccaneers game, but quite frankly, I think the Buccaneers just that game had more to say about how bad the Buccaneers are than it said anything about the potential of the Steelers. Because the Steelers, I think we can all agree, are just trash right now. But obviously, Bengals got to beat them for me to be able to say anything without, having people be like, well, yeah, but you lost. Like, well, yeah, we lost. And that's again, says more about the Bengals than it says about the Steelers, honestly. And Steelers fans admitted that too. Like when that game happened, you talk to any Steelers fan, like right after that game, they'll tell you, they're like, oh yeah, we won, but like, I don't feel good about it. Like, yeah, that looked awful. Like, like the Bengals got to feel terrible about what they put out on the field. But I'm not feeling that much better after what we just saw there. That's pretty much what most Steelers fans were saying after that game. And I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty crappy about the Bengals too. But I also kind of figured, well, they'll bounce back, and so far they have. It took them a little bit longer than I was hoping it would, but they look back now. Hopefully they can hang out for a little bit and do all right without Jamar Chase for a few weeks. But again, it should just be a few weeks. So Monday Night Football, y'all. We got about 8 minutes till kickoff. So if you're watching in the chat, go ahead and leave me a comment in the chat, and I'll put you up on the screen. We'll have a nice little discussion beforehand. Until then, let's see. The Browns are going to be without Kellen Mond, who I didn't even realize was on the Browns. Like, since when did he leave Minnesota? I guess it makes sense. Stefanski's over there, but I didn't realize Kellen Mond left Minnesota. David Njoku's out, so that could be. That could be something. David Njoku's had good games against the Bengals before. Wyatt Teller being out is important because, he's such a good offensive lineman there for the Browns. And then Denzel Ward, the cornerback, who got a pick 6 on Joe Burrow last year. Him being out, I think might kind of even things out a little bit. Like their best corners out, our best wide receivers out. So, I think it kind of evens itself out tonight. Perion Winfrey's out too. I haven't heard good things about him, but I remember good things about him going into the draft, so you'll see. And Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is out. Whoa. Okay, this is I'm just now finding this information out. I'm looking over the inactives list right now. I didn't think Owusu-Koramoah was going to miss the game. Dude, that's huge. That's huge. He's like, him and Myles Garrett are like the only two. And Denzel Ward, I guess. Him, like Owusu-Koramoah, Myles Garrett, and Denzel Ward are like the only 3 defensive players that the Browns have that I'm really all that scared of. And 2 of them are out today. It's still Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's going to be Myles Garrett's probably going to be going up against Lyle Collins all night, and not looking forward to that matchup. But Owusu-Koramoah and Denzel Ward are out. So like Thomas was trying to poke at me on Twitter earlier this week, with Jamar Chase being out, he was trying to be like, yeah, we got a chance. But bro, you're missing Denzel Ward and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I think that it's going to even itself out. Just maybe I'm crazy, but I think it's going to even it out. I think it's going to be okay. Is that the Anchor Bar? Watching the FanDuel commercial with a bunch of Bills fans running around, and it's in a bar. I think it's the Anchor Bar, home of the original Hot Wing. If y'all haven't been to Buffalo, go. If y'all like hot wings and you haven't been to Buffalo, go to Buffalo. Get the Anchor Bar's wings. It's where the buffalo wing was invented, and it is so good. Like I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. They're just so good. Like I will die on the hill that the best wings are at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo. Go get them. Go get them. It's not too often that I'm not always the type of person who's like, oh yeah, the original is always the best. But in this particular case, it's like I've had the original and it's the best one I've had so far. So just saying. Got 2 people watching the chat right now. If you want to leave a comment on the side, I'll put you up on the screen. We'll have a little bit of discussion before this game gets kicked off in about 4 minutes. And, tell me who you're rooting for. Tell me what your score predictions are. Talk some trash if you want. I don't know. We're here to have some fun, right? Let's see if I can actually share this out. We'll get a couple more people in the stream. Get this going. Get this whole thing going. Bengals Browns Monday Night Football, man. And I mean, it might not be like as far as the nation's concerned, it might not be the most compelling matchup of all time because the Browns are bad. But like here in Ohio, man, like we care about the Battle of Ohio. Like, the Bengals and like I wouldn't say I feel the same way about the Browns that I feel the Steelers, but like, we care about the rivalry. The rivalry is real, even as like it doesn't matter how bad either team is. We care about this rivalry. It matters. We want to win this game. Trying to get this shared out so that they got some sort of Halloween theme thing going on for Monday Night Football. I kind of like that. Like some sort of shining thing. Oh God, they're showing the fumble. Like, the fumble. Like the Browns fumble against John Elway's Broncos in the AFC Championship, like Ernest Biner, the fumble. That's depressing. That is depressing. Not for me. I think it's funny, but Browns fans not going to enjoy that one too much. Poor Browns fans, and they're going to be more sad after tonight. Can't wait. If they're not, you're going to see a very y'all definitely if the Bengals are losing, there's going to be a lot of people in this stream. I can tell you that. So something's going to happen tonight. Either y'all are going to get to see me like have a like meltdown, or Browns fans are going to be sad tonight. And then I'll still probably have a good reaction, like, yeah, finally, man. But oh my God, we need this one, man. We really need this one, especially like I don't know if I've ever said that we needed a Bengals win against the Browns more in the past. Like this one's so huge, like just because of the timing, right? Like us being 4-3 and kind of bouncing back after a bad start. It's like if we can win this game, then we keep pace with the Ravens, and we get a game that we don't have Jamar Chase out of the way. If we don't, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't, but it could definitely make certain things a lot harder than they need to be. Ryan says Bengals 30-10. That is fair. I mean, I totally think that could happen. The reason I said 24-17 is just because the Browns, there's a Browns fan in sad clown makeup. That's funny. The reason I said 24-17 is just because, like, I think without Jamar Chase, the offense is going to be a little bit impacted. I don't think it's going to be enough for them to lose, But I do think that it's not going to be quite the same explosiveness that you're used to seeing. And then the Browns they're going to be the Browns. I think our defense can handle them. This has never been huge. But yeah, Bengals Browns. I mean, it's not to most of the country. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Bengals Browns has never been super consequential before. But to us in Ohio, like, I mean, we care. Like, no matter what the consequences are, we always want to beat the Browns, and they always want to beat us, right? Do it for Paul Brown. Beat him for him. Rest in peace. All right, and the Browns are about to kick the ball off. Bengals, it looks like they're going to receive the ball first. And it's fielded in the end zone. Not sure about that decision. Yep. He gets tackled about the 14-yard line. I called that as soon as it happened. I was like, Chris Evans, what are you doing, buddy? Why are we running out of the end zone? You're not that good of a kick returner. Like, I love Chris Evans, but he's not that good of a kick returner. Oh man. Whatever, man. Joe Burrow's going to go out here. Let's go get a fast start. Let's go. All right. He's in shotgun formation. He's got Joe Mixon to his left. He's got a bunch formation to his right. Takes the snap. Throws. He's got Mixon on the side. Dives forward for about an 8-yard pickup. Good first play. That's what you like to see. Notable injuries. I don't know if like most of the time Stanley Morgan would ever be a notable injury, but I guess with Jamar Chase being out, they're just like, oh, also this other guy's out. Also, they're like, Jackson Carman's a notable injury. No, he's not. He doesn't play anymore. What's the flag? There's a flag. 12 men on the field on the Browns. So it's gonna be that kind of game, huh? Kevin Stefanski's over here like, bro. Why? Why are we like this? Oh God. Come on, Bengals. Let's go, Bengals. All right. It's 1st and 5. 1st and 5. I guess they must have given them the first down or something for it to be 1st and 5. But whatever. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He's going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon from shotgun, and picks up about 4 yards on the play, and that's working out too. Notice the run game's gotten a lot better since they started doing runs from shotgun rather than trying to do it under center, which is just like when they're under center, you know what they're going to do, right? It's so obvious. All you got to do is just pay attention to which direction Joe Mixon's going. Because, like, I mean, like, I don't know what the numbers are, but how often do they throw from under center? Just not that often. It's pretty obvious what they're doing when they're under center. Glad they stopped doing that. But anyway, Joe Burrow, shotgun formation with Joe Mixon to his right. Hands the ball off again, and Joe Mixon plows right through, and he's got the first down. Let's go! Only picks up about 2, man, but, you know, I'll take it. I will absolutely take that because it's first down play. That's all you need. It's all you need is like 1.5 yards. Which I actually, now that I say it, I think it might have only been 1.5 yards. But I will take that either way. All right. Shotgun formation again. Joe Mixon to his right. Bunch set of receivers. Oh, he sent him out in motion. And now he's going to throw to him. Joe Mixon. About a 5-yard pickup on the catch. And it is all Joe Mixon tonight. Thomas might be a prophet because Thomas said that, right? Thomas said that, like, you know, I ain't scared of XYZ, but I am scared of Joe Mixon because this Browns run defense is terrible. So, you know what? He might have been on to something. Joe Mixon might have himself a big day today. And if he does, I'm telling you, 24-17 sounds about right. Because if you got your running game going really good, but that's like the main thing that you're doing, you're not going to score a lot of points. And it's fine. You know, you'll control the game. That's what you want. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He's going to throw, and it's way too high for Tyler Boyd. He had pressure kind of closing in around him. But I don't know. That didn't work out so well. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. That's okay. They've been having a good drive so far. Just don't screw it up. Ooh. Myles Garrett plowed right in the back of Joe Burrow's leg. Looks like he's fine. But, yeah, Lyle Collins getting Joe Burrow kind of beat up there. Don't like to see that. Again, not trying to incite a panic. Joe Burrow's fine. He got right up, but it's just like you don't like seeing that. All right, empty set for Joe Burrow. He throws. He's got a man deep. He's got Chris Evans. He catches it. Great catch, too. Chris Evans on the sideline catching that like he's T. Higgins or something, man. That was contested, and he brought that down. God, you love to see Chris Evans getting in there and getting some work. Great throw by Joe Burrow, too, right? Like he dropped that in the breadbasket. Like, I mean, it was a little short. He probably could have gotten a little farther behind him, but, I mean, it was still a good throw because, I mean, honestly, it was complete. So, it worked out. All right. Shotgun formation, Mixon to his right. You got Boyd and Higgins to his left. Fakes the handoff. And he throws. It's deep, and nowhere near him. But like I'm thinking, there's yeah, Joe Burrow's looking around like, what's going on? That was clearly holding. Like T. Higgins was being held to hell and back. Let's watch this again. You got Greedy Williams, who I thought wasn't playing today. Yeah, dude, he's all over his arm. He's holding his arm like this, dude. Like that's at least holding. Like I'm not going as far to say that was interference, but that was at least holding. That was bull. But you know what? If that's what they got to do to stop us, then it's going to be a pretty good day. That's all I got to say. All right, Joe Burrow shotgun formation. Got Mixon to his right. Looks downfield. He throws. He's got Mitch Wilcox, I believe, for about a 2 or 3 yard pickup. So, all right, it's going to be 3rd and 7 now. I believe they're in field goal range, so that's nice. But, you'd really like to see them cap this drive off with a field goal, or not with a touchdown, get off to a hot start, right? There's that man, Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst is a 3rd down machine. Let's get the ball to him here. Let's go, brother. Come on. Joe Burrow's in an empty set. You got not T. Higgins. You got Samaje Perine playing tight end. Now he got him motioning into the backfield, so there you go. Thought that was weird. All right, he throws. He's got him. Tyler Boyd got the 1st down. He was wide open, too. Not like wide open, like there wasn't anywhere around him, but he found like the exact spot in the middle of that zone coverage, or what I assume is zone coverage. I assume that's zone coverage because you had number 22 of the Browns there. He was playing really soft, so I'm assuming he was just going into a zone. We got Grant Delpit there. Grant Delpit, the safety, I'm assuming he was going into a zone, and Tyler Boyd was just like, nope, he ain't getting anywhere near me. All right. Joe Burrow's going to motion Mitch Wilcox into the regular tight end spot. He fakes the handoff. Oh, God, it's intercepted. He overthrew. Oh, God. Oh, no, he's not going to go for a touchdown, is he? Oh, God, someone tackle him. Thank God. Joe Mixon tackled him. God, I cannot believe that. Are you serious? 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. The first time we play the Browns, and Joe Burrow throws a massive pick on the first drive after going really good. It was a good offensive drive, and it was a good offensive drive last year before Denzel Ward got that pick 6. Are you kidding, dude? Oh, my God. He way overthrows T. Higgins, and T. Higgins just has to go up there and try to, tip it. And it ends up falling right. Oh, man. Ends up falling right into AJ Green, of all people. AJ Green's hands. Terrible. AJ Green, the cornerback of the Cleveland Browns, by the way, has the same name as the Bengals guy. But of all people, of course, it's AJ Green who gets the interception. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? 2 years in a row. Same damn thing. Oh, my God. I cannot believe that, dude. I mean, and then you let him get a huge return too. They're knocking on they're right and basically in the same spot on the field the Bengals were just in. Whatever. You got to bounce back. Don't let it get in your head like you did last year. Don't let it get in your head like you did last year. Come on. This defense is still good. We can still hold them to a field goal. It's fine. It wasn't a pick six. Just gotta bounce back, man. These things happen. It sucks, but you gotta move on. Gotta move on. Don't let it get in your head like you let it get in your head last year. That's the only thing I'm trying to say right now. Because last year, you were doing good on the first drive. You threw a pick, and then the entire complexion of the game just flipped on you. So don't let that happen this year. According to Joe Goodberry, I didn't notice this, but according to Joe Goodberry, Myles Garrett actually got the tip on that, like the first tip. So that ended up being, that's why it was too high for T Higgins, and that's why T Higgins, he knocked it into AJ Green's hands. But that probably explains why T Higgins so desperately went for that ball, because I'm thinking, just let that ball get thrown away, dude. Don't risk the tip and the interception. But he saw it get tipped, so he was worried that it was going to get intercepted because it was because of where it was at. So so that just sucks, man. That just really sucks. That just really sucks. 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. I cannot believe that, dude. All right, come on, defense. Let's go. Let's bounce back. Let's not let it get to us. And I'm really confused now. They're all the way on the other side of the field. He must have been considered down at some point, because the Browns actually have the ball now at their own 17-yard line. Nick Chubb gets a couple more yards, so now they have the ball at the 20-yard line. But they got a huge return on that pick. But he must have been called down or something like that, or maybe there was a penalty or something. I don't know, but that's definitely huge that he didn't get that big gigantic return, because the defense can potentially get off the field. So that saves my heart a little bit. Let's see if they can actually get off the field here. Jacoby Brissett's going to go back, and it's no pressure on him at all. Find somebody, because of course you're going to find somebody with that much time. My God, no pass rush on that last play. Wow. Can we do something, please? That was terrible. That was terrible. Golly, man. Oh, wow. Kareem Hunt with the sack-saving block on Mike Hilton. Ended up getting the ball to Michael Woods II. And, man, all right, come on, defense. That's okay. You still got plenty of field left to go. That's okay. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to fake the handoff to Nick Chubb. He's got plenty of time. He throws. It's caught. I don't know who number 29 is. But he just fell down and screwed us up on that play. It might be Cam Taylor Britt, now that I think about it, because he's a new guy. Let's see. Yep, that's Cam Taylor Britt getting burned by Donovan Peoples-Jones. What's up with Donovan Peoples-Jones only having good games against us? I don't understand. Come on, Cam. You got to do better than that. Yeah, if that's the way Cam's going to play, put Eli Apple back out there. My God. All right. Nick Chubb's going to get the – there you go. There you go. Nick Chubb gets the handoff. Bengals don't let him go anywhere. BJ Hill's all over him. There you go. If we can stop the run, then I'm sure we'll be fine if we can stop the run, because Jacoby Brissett's going to do what he's going to do, but he's also going to throw picks. All right, so just stop the run. We'll be all right. We've got 3 people watching. If you want, leave a comment in the chat. I'll put you up on the screen. Let me know what you're thinking. I cannot believe that we threw a pick again on the first drive. A good play by Myles Garrett and AJ Green, I guess, but still, God, man. All right, Nick Chubb once again. Nothing. Bengals all over him in the backfield. And there is a penalty. I don't know what the penalty is. The Bengals aren't looking great about it. So what's the penalty? Oh, holding. Okay, holding on the offense. Bengals doing a great job of stopping the run. Bengals doing a fantastic job of stopping the run. All right, Ryan. See you around, man. See you around. Bengals doing a great job of stopping the run. That's all I really want right now, right? All I really want is them to stop the run. If they can stop the run, then Jacoby Brissett will make mistakes. 2nd and 19. You got it, 2nd and 19. I almost would have declined. Can you decline holding? I actually don't know. But if you can decline holding, I almost would have declined the holding because then, I mean, maybe because you're knocking them back, maybe you like have a chance of not letting a field goal happen, but Jacoby Brissett's going to be an empty formation, so maybe we can get a pick here. That'd be nice, but it doesn't help when you put no pressure on him. Sam Hubbard does finally. They did. They did. Jacoby Brissett just couldn't figure out where to go with the ball, and eventually Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson are able to get to him. So I mean, like it looked like there was nothing going on that play, but I guess maybe the coverage was really good. If the coverage was really good and Jacoby Brissett just held on to the ball forever and eventually, Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard are able to get out of their Trey Hendrickson was being double teamed. That was part of it. Eventually, they were able to get out of it, and they're able to circle around and get him. So there you go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. All right. Jake Brisket, shotgun formation, 3rd and 19. He's going to take the shotgun snap. Got time. He throws. He's got a man. Kareem Hunt on the edge. Not going to be anywhere near enough for a first down. Might get him back in field goal range, though. It's about a 10-yard pickup. Bengals are celebrating, which, I mean, that's good, but they are in field goal range again. So, held them to 4th and 11, though. Held them to 4th and 11. So, the defense does their jobs. Defense does their jobs. And Cade York is going to come out. He's going to attempt what I believe is about a 54-yard field goal. 53-yard field goal. 53-yard field goal attempt for Cade York. Let's see if he can do it. Come on. 53-yard field goal attempt. Look, can we get a block? Can we get a miss? Can we get something like that? Kick is up, and it's blocked, I think, and it's no good. I don't know. It might not. It might have been blocked. It might have been blocked. I can't. It's definitely no good. It's definitely no good. So the Bengals get away with that interception. Bengals absolutely get the hell away with that interception. And I think it might have been tipped because it was a really short kick. I think it might have been tipped. So, hey, you tip our pass, we tip your kick. That's all I got to say. You know what? Tit for tat, it works out. This is why I was saying it's going to be a relatively lower scoring game, right? 24-17. That's why I was saying that because, you know, with the way that things are, without Jamar Chase, they're going to be able to do a few more things on defense than you would normally, expect. And we have weapons, but I do think it's going to cut into our scoring capabilities. So while I'm not worried about this upcoming stretch, I would be worried if Jamar Chase was out against, say, the Chiefs or the Bills, right? We need him for big games like that. So you know what? We're just going to move along. It happened, but we got over it. We essentially got a turnover back by blocking that field goal, right? Because, they're going to turn the ball over on downs where they attempted the field goal. So I'll take that all day long. I don't know about you, but I will take that all day long. It was a good block, and Bengals defense comes up clutch. Bengals defense and special teams. Although I believe it was B.J. Hill who got who got it. So it was essentially it was a starting defensive player. But Bengals defense comes up clutch and makes up for the interception, and you basically got to restart a ball game now. So just put the interception in the back of your head. Don't worry about it, and let's get back out there. Let's get a touchdown on this drive. You had some good offense going. Don't let it get in your head. And Joe Burrow's good for that. He doesn't let stuff get in his head. Sometimes he has bad games sometimes, but most of the time he doesn't have catastrophic games. He's had some, like that game against the Steelers I was just talking about earlier. That was a catastrophic game. But, this one doesn't have to be. So just don't let it get in your head. Don't let it get in your head. Defense did their jobs. They came through. You got a restarted ball game now just with, like each team wasted a drive. But it's okay, right? It's okay. Browns quarterback graveyard. I guess that's I wonder if that's parroting Myles Garrett's quarterback graveyard, like all the quarterbacks that he sacked. But that's the Browns instead, and I love that. Shame about Baker Mayfield, really, honestly. I mean, not for me. Not for me. It works out for me. But I really thought Baker Mayfield was going to be like, the guy to, really start turning the Browns around and stuff. And they just screwed that whole situation up. The Browns deserve nothing but chastising for that. All right, Bengals are going to have an excellent field position now at the 43-yard line, so that helps. That helps. Joe Burrow is going to throw, dump it off. I think it was Joe Mixon. Only gets about 2 yards out of it, but hey. Majestic YT says his prediction is 45-3 Browns. Ha ha. That's so funny. Ha ha. Dick. All right, then. That's okay. It's okay. Bengals made up for the interception. It's going to be okay. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Looking around, and he dumps it off to Mixon again. I don't know what he's doing on this drive. Now it's going to be like 3rd down and 10 again. Dumps it off in the backfield. Doesn't go anywhere with that. I don't know what he was thinking. There was a dude right on top of Joe. I don't know if he's thinking, like, don't take a sack. But he still took a 2-yard loss. Like, I mean, you got a dude right in front of him. There's no way Mixon's going to be able to make a miss. Like, not from that angle. Terrible. That was terrible. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. It is going to be 3rd and 10. And Joe Burrow is in shotgun formation once again. He got Samaje Perine to his right this time. Looking around, he throws. Got a man! There you go, Tyler Boyd, 1st down. 11-yard pickup. There we go. Get that juice going again, baby. Got it across midfield. Looks like he's got it to about the 45, I think is where he goes out of bounds. 44. Or 46, I guess. Because he's across midfield. So I think it's about the 46-yard line. But either way, man, get that offense back and going again. Let's go get a touchdown. Let's, like I said, put the last drive back of your mind. Don't worry about it. It happens. Joe Burrow hands the ball off Joe Mixon, and he just runs into a wall. Can't do anything with that. That sucks. Once again, I don't know. I don't know why you're calling that one. Don't know why you're calling that one. Ridiculous. All right. Luckily this week I'm not going to need as many roster lookups because I know everybody on the Bengals pretty much. Except for Cam Taylor-Britt. That one kind of stumped me because I haven't seen him before. Joe Burrow, empty formation, shotgun snap. He throws. He's got Samaje Perine. And that looks like that stupid play from the Super Bowl, man. That looks like that stupid play from the Super Bowl. He goes nowhere. Bengals essentially get, like, I don't know what they're doing. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. They converted the last 3rd down and 10, though. They did convert the last one. So, I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more explosion out of the offense, but it's just not going to happen without Jamar Chase. Get the ball to T. Higgins. Like, he's been pretty quiet so far. Get the ball to T. Higgins. I know they're probably doubling him up, but that means somebody else is open. Get it to Hayden Hurst. Get it to Tyler Boyd. If you can, get it to T. Higgins. Oh, my God. Jonah Williams got destroyed by Myles Garrett on that. It's sack. He had no chance. Myles Garrett just pooped all over Jonah Williams on that play. Like, I mean, he didn't even get in his way. Myles Garrett was just like, I'm going this way. And Jonah Williams was like, yes, sir. I'll move out of the way for you. It looks like Samaje Perine kind of got in Jonah Williams' way, but at the same time, like, you got to do better than that. Like, you just straight up got to do better than that. So the Bengals end up netting a whole, 3 yards on the drive. Kevin Huber's going to come out to punt. It's high and away and goes out about the 28-yard line. That was a terrible punt. That was a terrible punt. You got a short field to work with, and the best you could do is the 28-yard line. God, Kevin. God, they had better field position with the interception. God, Joe Burrow should throw interceptions rather than Kevin Huber trying to punt a ball. If that's what the result's going to be. My God. Your prediction is 34-24. It doesn't look like it's happening at this point, Majestic. I'm sorry, man, but this is not. Kitty goes meow tonight. Maybe in the second half, but right now they're not. Matthew, I'm sorry you had a horrible Halloween, buddy. What's going on, my friend? What's going on, my friend? This game is a lot of what I expected, honestly. The Bengals offense is a little castrated without Jamar Chase. And while they're getting some stuff done, they're not able to finish a whole lot. And I mean, that's the thing about Jamar Chase. He's been such a good finisher this year. So without him, there's problems. But it's just like utilize Hayden Hurst, man. I don't understand why they're not using him more. Like, I mean, a big tight end, you got an opportunity to convert some of these things. I don't know what they're doing. They've been utilizing Tyler Boyd, which is good. And I'm sure T. Higgins is out there getting double teamed. They've been using Joe Mixon a lot, which was working earlier and hasn't been working so much, the last couple of plays. But man, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The offensive scheme is obvious. You can tell the offensive scheme is castrated right now. It's a bit of a problem. Defense is still doing well, though. And that was pretty much, I thought it was going to be a bit of a lower, I thought it was going to be a bit of a lower scoring game because of just like, the Browns offense is trash and the Bengals offense is, going to take some adjustment without Jamar. I do think the Bengals can come away and figure out a way to win this game just because, I mean, the Browns are missing Denzel Ward and they're missing Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Like, I think they'll figure it out, but it's just, it's going to take a minute. My dad's texting me saying, what did he say about Huber last week? I mean, like, yeah, Dad, I mean, we all knew about Huber. It's, he might be a little over the hill at this point. Bro. What's going on, Matthew? What's going on? Terrible punt, man. Terrible punt. Like, I don't know. Like I said, Joe Burrow, like, the Bengals had better field position on the interception. God, the Browns are going to have the ball at the 31-yard line. Damn, Kev. Damn, man. All right. Jacoby Brissett's going to fake the handoff to Nick Chubb. He didn't do a very good job of it, but doesn't matter because he's got a man wide open in the middle of the field. Cam Taylor-Britt brings him down, but wasn't able to cover him enough. Bengals are like, patting Cam Taylor-Britt like, hey, good job tackling him. But, like, would have been nice if you'd covered him too. I don't understand. And that was David Bell with the reception. Like, I mean, who even are these people? All right, it's going to be a reverse to, I think, Amari Cooper. It's intercepted! Let's go! Von Bell! Interception on the wide receiver toss. The refs started waving. Did he step out of bounds or something? The refs started waving something off. But Von Bell, interception. Let's go, baby. It's going to be a defensive game. I'm telling you right now, Majestic. Like, that's why I predicted it's going to be relatively low scoring. It's going to be a defensive game. Bengals are going to have to adjust without Jamar Chase and rely on their defense. Von Bell with the pick. Huge time to do it, man. Huge time to do it. He gets the pick and... Okay, I see. Yeah, he did step out. Around midfield. So the Bengals are going to get the ball around midfield. Von Bell, man, the ball hawk. I'm actually at the point. I'm just about at the point, honestly. Like, if Dax Hill ends up being good, hard to tell right now because he's not playing too much. But if Dax Hill ends up being good, even if he doesn't, I almost kind of would rather re-sign Von Bell than Jesse Bates anyway. Because, like, Jesse Bates, quite frankly, and I think he's been doing it because the Bengals haven't been getting the contract that he wants. But I've really been feeling like Jesse Bates just hasn't been playing like – I've really been feeling like Jesse Bates hasn't been like the same player that he used to be, except like in the playoffs. So like he shows up when he absolutely needs to show up, but he doesn't really do anything beyond that. And if that's what your negotiation tactic's going to be, dude, like we don't need you on this team. And I'm not trying to sit here and talk trash about Jesse Bates. He's a fantastic player, and he's been very good for the Bengals in the past. And he was huge for us in the playoffs. I'm just saying, like Von Bell is always out there making plays, and some of the most memorable plays in Bengals history for me are all from Von Bell. So if it comes down to Von Bell or Jesse Bates, first of all, Von Bell is not going to cost as much, and honestly, I think he's better for the team anyway. Like Jesse Bates, fantastic. I almost kind of wish we'd trade him because he's perceived as so good, and he is really good. He's just not playing like it, but I wish the Bengals would trade him. When is the trade deadline? Because the trade deadline's almost passed, right? NFL trade deadline is tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I'd like to see Jesse Bates traded tomorrow before 4 p.m. just because I don't really feel like I feel like you might as well just throw Dax Hill in there for everything that Jesse Bates is doing. And I kind of think Von Bell's earned his contract more, and you're not going to have to pay him as much. So just get what you can for Jesse Bates at this point. He's probably not re-signing it. If he does re-sign for a reasonable amount, then I would love to have him back. I'm just saying for all these games he's playing, try to get some good trade value out of him. That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe you don't do that because you're trying to bounce back and you're trying to build some momentum and you don't want to disrupt the team doing that. And I guess fair enough. If they make another Super Bowl run, then I guess I don't really care if we get trade compensation for Jesse Bates or not. But I'm just saying, man, that dude's got some trade value, and I think Von Bell's the better re-signing. Anyway, Joe Burrow is going to be in the shotgun snap after the interception. Joe Mixon's going to get a handoff, and he's going to bounce around. He's going to take him a while to go down, but he only ends up getting about 2 yards out of it. So, yeah, you want to see more than that. Definitely want to see more than that. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. They're calling it 3 yards on the field. I don't think he quite got 3 yards, but I'm not going to argue with the Bengals getting more. Amari Cooper with the interception throw. How'd you love to see it? Especially with how much trash Thomas was talking about. Oh, we got Coop. Yeah, look what Coop did. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Got Joe Mixon to his right. He's going to fake the handoff. Great protection there. Oh, my God. Yeah, he threw it to Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas was wide open in the middle of the field, and he just dropped it. That's such a shame, too, because that was a great play-action play. All this, running that the Bengals are doing right now, it may be working, it may not be working, but it is setting up play-action. And Mike Thomas, he got it straight in both of his hands, and he just dropped it, dude. Dude, you get your ass off the field. Get your ass off the field right now. Right now. Throw the ball Chris Evans. I don't care. Get off the field after that drop. What a joke. What a joke. I'd make that catch. That's how easy it was. Joe Burrow throws the ball to Samaje Perine, fights his way for a couple extra yards, not able to get to the first down marker, though, so it's going to be 4th down. Bengals going to have to come out and punt again. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a low-scoring game, and I hate it, but it is. Offense is staying out on the field. Offense is staying on the field. I'm confused. 4th down. 4th and 4. Oh, okay. They're in no man's land, so it's not like a punt from Kevin Huber is going to help, right? All right, I get it. Let's go. Let's go. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe the Bengals are just trying to draw them off sides. Oh no, it's the end of the first quarter. Okay, so you know what? If the Bengals do go for it here, I understand. It's not like defense is playing well. It's not like Kevin Huber's going to help. So I understand if the Bengals go for it here. I'm not going to be too mad. They're doing decent on offense. They're not doing terrible. It's not. Maybe they get it, maybe they don't. But even if they don't get it, it's what's Kevin Huber going to get you? An extra 10 yards on the punt? Probably more than that. But still, you had great punting position before, and you gave him the ball at the 31-yard line. And honestly, the only reason that it doesn't end up being worse is because Von Bell gets an interception. So at this point, might as well just see if the defense will get another interception, right? Honestly. Honestly. Honestly, I mean, like that's the thing about like a good punter. A good punter is a good offensive weapon because if your offense is bad, at least you can pin the other team, right? It's just like I say with like having a good kicker is a good offensive weapon because if your offense isn't doing well, then you got like an ace up your sleeve. It's like with the Ravens, right? The Ravens are never out of getting points because they got Justin Tucker. We know the Ravens can pick up like 20 yards on a drive most of the time. Like, I mean, they're not really particularly a great offense, but we know that they'll like get going on most drives. So if you get going and you have a kicker like Justin Tucker or Evan McPherson, you're always in field goal range. It's like after like the 50-yard line, basically. So I mean that's the thing, like like investing in a good punter would probably be. I'm not saying like we draft a punter or anything like that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Depends on how they feel about Drew Chrisman. Although I will say, if they do like Drew Chrisman, Kevin Huber's not been doing well lately. So if they do like Drew Chrisman, maybe bring Drew Chrisman in. Like, quite frankly, like because Kevin Huber's doing terrible. Like I think he's just old. I think he's just old, and he's like he's past his prime. Like I think it might be about time for him to go out to pasture. He's 37 years old, man. He's had a great career, but I think it's about over for him. I think it's about over for Kev. I love him to death, but I think it's about over for him. All right. He is going to punt now, though. So the Bengals offense is not going to come out on the field. I wouldn't have minded if they did, but let's see if Kev can make up for it, man. Come on, do better this time, please. We need a better punt. We're not going to get an interception every drive. Come on, Kev. All right, punts away. Looks like he got a better leg on this one. Didn't really try to angle it very much, but it did get fair caught about the 13-yard line, so that worked out better. Maybe the 14-yard line or something, but definitely a much better punt this time. Still not the best punt ever because you gave him room to return it, but he chose not to return it, so I guess it worked out. I think he probably should have returned it, but actually, no, I don't because that would be bad for the Bengals. So, oh my God. Just had somebody say Mike Thomas couldn't catch herpes in Norwood. For all my Cincinnatians out there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, whoo! Spicy take. Facebook's good for that sometimes. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt, who was immediately met, but just like shakes out of the tackle and manages to fall his way for about 9, maybe 10 yards. So that's not good. Like I said, you got to hold this Browns running game down. Like if you can hold the running game down, if you can do a good job against the running game, you will have defensive success, but you've got to control that running game, which they've been doing a good job of today. That was not a good example of it, though. That was not a good example of it. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to quarterback sneak, and there's no the Bengals didn't even resist. They Jacoby Brissett cut through that line like butter. He picked up like 2 yards on the quarterback sneak. Like, God, that was awful. That was just awful. That was an awful display of the middle right there. I mean, I know we're missing DJ Reader, and I know we're missing Josh Tupou, but you got to do better than that. Hands the ball off to Kareem Hunt. There you go. Met him in the backfield. You got like Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. I believe BJ Hill was in on that one too. Like you had 3 defensive linemen all over him on that play. That was good, man. That was good. I believe that was Kareem Hunt on the run too. Love to see that. There you go. 2nd and 12. Let's push him back. Yeah, I mean you got plenty of time. Just get him off the field. That's all I care about. Jacoby Brissett, shotgun formation. He's going to dump the ball off to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get immediately met by Jermaine Pratt and still pull ahead for about 2 more yards. So that's about a 4 total yard pickup. And they're calling it 3 on the TV, but I think it's more like 4. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Can you get off the field here? Why is Nick Chubb not in the game? I'm confused. Like Nick Chubb's just kind of standing out there on the sideline, helmet on, just kind of like looking out at the thing, like am I going to get the ball? Like, I mean, I hope not. because, like, quite frankly, as good as Kareem Hunt is, Nick Chubb is like 10 billion times better. So let's keep Kareem Hunt on the field. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Jacoby Brissett, shotgun formation. He's got pressure coming, but yep, he gets it off. Amari Cooper with the catch. Slice down the middle of the field right there. Cheeto Uzie couldn't keep up with him. Did not work out on that play. Nope. You know what? You know what they're doing? I think you know what they're doing. They're loaning them. They're loaning them into a false sense of security through the air. And Bengals are going to challenge the catch. Looks like Looks like the Bengals are challenging the catch. Are they? I don't know. They had the challenge flag out, and then Zach Taylor. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's not a catch. That is not a catch. No, that hit the ground. That's not a catch. And it also rested against the ground. That's not a catch. Challenge that now, Zach. Challenge that immediately. Yes. Challenge. Good challenge. That's not a catch. I thought it might have not been a catch like when it happened, but it was also Amari Cooper, and it looked like it probably was a catch. Like it happened very quickly. It wasn't great camera work on the play, so I wasn't gonna say anything, but I had a feeling that might not be a catch. So that's from what I'm seeing. There's no way that's a catch. Like by the way the NFL defines a catch, like it I believe it hit the ground, like before he corralled it anyway. And then when he came down with it before he makes a football move, he like steadies it with the ground. Like there's no way that's a catch. That should be fourth down, and the Bengals should be getting off the field again. Get another chance to go get some offensive points again. Let's go, dude. Let's go. There's no way that's a catch. There is no way that's a catch. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to be so salty if they say that it is a catch. I'm going to be so salty. Like, after all this celebrating I'm doing right now, and they come out and they're going to be like, no, it's a catch. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm going to be so mad. I can see them doing it, too. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened to Bengals. Would not be the first time, but we'll see. We will see. Got two people in the chat right now. I believe it's Majestic and Matthew, but if it's not one of you two, even if it is one of you two, feel free to I know Ryan was the one who said he was heading out. So if it is Majestic and Matthew, you feel free to talk in the chat too. But if it's not, feel free to leave a comment in the chat. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Put out content all the time. Bengals related content. Going to be a little messy over the next 2 weeks, just so y'all know. I got some stuff going on in my day job, and the next 2 weeks are going to be a little rough. I'm still going to try to put content out, but it might have to be like a weird content schedule. Like I might have to do that like live stream thing I did again, like that 7-minute live stream thing I did again. Okay, yep, there you go. They reversed the call. It is 4th and 7. Browns are coming out to punt. Let's go, man. This defense is keeping us alive. And that's kind of what I figured was going to happen. If the offense missing Jamar Chase, there's a good chance that, the defense is going to need to step up. But I think the defense can do it, man. This is a damn good unit. It's not a great unit. I've pointed out their flaws before, but it's a damn good unit. And, they're going up against a damn bad offense. All right, Trent Taylor is going to return in about 6 or 7 yards. Gets up to about the 30-yard line, so it's going to be decent starting field position for the Bengals. And, man, we need some points. Like, we need some points. Like, I mean, I'm down for this, like, defensive slugfest. And, we're seeing good defense today, right? It's not necessarily bad offense. Like, it's some really good defense that we're seeing. There's been some cases of bad offense, like particularly with the Browns. Like that interception Jacoby Brissett threw was terrible. The one that Joe Burrow threw wasn't entirely his fault. It got tipped. I don't even know what you do about tips when you're a quarterback. Maybe just try to get the ball out faster. Like that, Joe Burrow throws T. Higgins, but he didn't have anywhere to go with it. He ends up getting tackled. I think he's going to get about 3 yards on forward progress, but that's it. Almost didn't catch it, too. That almost went straight to the Browns. Like, I don't think T. Higgins was quite ready for the catch, and he caught it like way behind him. So, I mean, I'll take that over like what could have potentially been an interception, I guess. All right, come on. 2nd and 7. Let's go offense. Let's go Bengals. Let's go get some points, please. Joe Burrow is going to pitch the ball to Trent Taylor, who's going to do a much better job of finding room than Joe Mixon does. And he picks up about 7 yards on the play. He gets it down. It's going to be 3rd and like 1, maybe 2. They're calling it 2. But Trent Taylor doing a better job of splitting the defense on the run than Joe Mixon does. Like, Samaje Perine too, but that's also not really what you expect out of Samaje Perine. Hey, you got Trent Irwin coming in too. Thinking maybe, is Mike Thomas benched now? Can we be done with him after that horrible drop from earlier? He's not on the field. You got Trent Irwin and Trent Taylor both getting time. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. He's going to throw, and it is batted away. It's going to be 4th and 2. Probably going to punt again. Great coverage there by the Browns, man. Great coverage. You got to give him credit. Joe Burrow, he's got T. Higgins. You think T. Higgins can get it there, but it's just a great heads-up play there. Great heads-up play there by Martin Emerson. Man, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks, man. This offense is... this offense definitely, has a bit of work to do. Luckily, so does theirs. So I was just talking about how it's not bad offense. That was bad offense. That was bad offense. It was a really good play by the Browns cornerback, to be fair, Martin Emerson. It was a really good play by him to knock that ball away, and I will give him credit for that. But it was also bad offense. The only good offensive play on that drive was Trent Taylor, splitting the Browns on the edge there, and that got you into 3rd and manageable. But other than that, it was not a good offensive drive. That was terrible. That was terrible. Oh man, when is Jamar coming back? Like I said, I think we can beat the Steelers, and we can beat the Panthers, and we can beat the Browns with the offense that we have right now. But it'll be a lot closer than you really want it to be. Gonna be a lot closer than you want it to be. Awful. But hey, man, I believe in this defense. Especially right now. Partially because I really don't believe in the Browns' offense. Especially, the Bengals have been doing a good job against the run today. And like I said, if you can contain the run, you will do just fine. Because Jacoby Brissett might have some, big throws. He's got a big arm, but he's not exactly accurate. So, Jacoby Brissett will have some plays, but ultimately the Browns aren't going to beat you if Jacoby Brissett's got to throw the ball a lot. So let's go. Let's get a couple more, maybe some more turnovers. Let's get some more turnovers or something like that. That'd be nice. Because honestly, the way this offense is playing right now, I really think that they're going to need something like, another big turnover or something to even get them jump started enough to get going. Because right now it's not a lot. Right now it's not looking so good. Now the Bengals have generally been a second half team all year, just like they were last year, just like they were the year before that. Honestly, the Zach Taylor era is about being a second half team, which is the polar opposite of the Marvin Lewis era, where they were really good in the first half, had no idea how to make second half adjustments, and just, had a tendency to lose a lot because of that. Zach Taylor era, they've been, at least lately, they've been winning more. I guess this year it's been pretty comparable to a Marvin Lewis year. Last year, obviously, they went to the Super Bowl. Marvin Lewis never accomplished that. But, it was a nice refresher to see the halftime adjustments, but the fact that they get such a slow start constantly, and they've been doing a little bit better job of that the last few weeks, but obviously right now, I mean, not having Jamar, I know not having Jamar hurts, but, I think you can do better. I think you can do better. And I think they will, too. I think they'll get it. I think they'll figure it out. Jacoby Brissett's going to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. He's got Bengals players all over him. He does pick up about a yard, but, man, that Bengals run defense, even without DJ Reader and even without Josh Tupou, I mean, there's been some bad plays, but overall, it's been a really good day against the run. Overall, it's been a really good day against the run. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 2nd and 8. All right. Jacoby Brissett's under center. Motioning a couple people all over the place. Getting into a bit of a tighter formation now. Motions a man. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt on the side. He doesn't get anywhere. He does fight and fall forward for a couple of yards, but it's still going to be about 3rd down and 5, maybe 6. If I'm lucky, they're probably going to call it 5 because, of course, they are. Yep, they're calling it 5. They're calling it 5. The TV broadcast always gives the Bengals like 1 yard worse than what I think they're going to give them. Then again, maybe I'm a homer. I mean, I probably am, but Jacoby Brissett, shotgun formation. Oh, look, y'all know how I try to be fair, right? Y'all know that. All right, a lot of motioning going on here. Von Bell just got hold. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Von Bell just got held to next century on that play. Jacoby Brissett throws the ball to Amari Cooper for a big 1st down. But Von Bell just got mugged on that play. Are you kidding me? Von Bell with the blitz and he's just getting mugged out there. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. Show the not holding. Show it. They're not showing it because they don't want to get in trouble. God, man. Browns are knocking on the door again. Hand the ball off to Nick Chubb, and run defense breaks down on that play. It's about a 7-yard pickup. God, Von Bell had him dead to rights, and he just got held in the next century on that play. My God, man. Are you blind? I get holding is missed on every play, basically. Holding gets missed all the time. But that was so blatant. I cannot believe. Oh. All right. Hand the ball off Nick Chubb again, who gets immediately met and then bounces to the outside, gets himself a 1st down. Bengals are all over him, only let him pick up a couple extra yards, but it's enough for a 1st down. Man. That's the thing about this defense, man. They're really good, but they get tired eventually when the offense isn't doing a whole lot. This defense isn't built to, this defense isn't built to win games. This defense is built to assist the offense in winning games, but they're not built to win games by themselves. As we're seeing right now, they're just. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. That was a good play. There you go. They get him in the backfield. Look, I'm not sure what exactly happened there. It looked like Nick Chubb tried to hesitate for 2.5 seconds too long. But, I mean, maybe that was just – maybe to my untrained eye here, that was just a good play by the Bengals defensive line. I don't know. But, man, Browns are already in field goal range. Maybe we get another miss. You never know. Or a block. That's what happened last time. Maybe we get another block. All right, you got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the backfield, and Jacoby Brissett's going to fall back in shotgun formation. Gets the ball to Donovan Peoples-Jones, who picks up about 5 yards on the play, so it's going to be about 3rd down and 5 now. Oh, man. Jeez, man. Offense really needs to wake up. That's what needs to happen. It's we can sit here and talk about they don't have Jamar Chase, but the fact of the matter is they have plenty of weapons. They shouldn't be especially going up against the trash Browns defense. They should be doing better than they are. All right, Jacoby Brissett is in the empty formation. This is definitely going to be a passing play unless he obviously keeps it and runs with himself. He's going to roll back. Definitely not keeping it. He throws it, and he's got Amari Cooper. Bengals just no coverage on Amari Cooper on that play. No coverage on that play, man. Mike Hilton, normally a great slot receiver, normally a great slot cornerback, but on that play, man, he got eaten alive by Amari Cooper on that false step. Man. Ah, God. That was awful. That was awful. Browns got the ball at the 8-yard line now. They're knocking on the door. Goal line situation here. Jacoby Brissett, he throws. He's got Kareem Hunt. Jermaine Pratt pulls him down, but only after about a 5-yard pickup. So Browns are getting closer and closer. Let's get a pick. Come on. I still believe we can get a pick. Let's go. It's Jacoby Brissett. There's no reason to believe he won't throw a pick. Just don't let him run the ball. If you let him run the ball, then obviously they only got like 5 yards to go. Just don't let him run the ball, man. Make Jacoby Brissett throw it. He might throw a pick. He might get lucky. Although, quite frankly, the passing defense has been much worse than the running defense today. So, I don't know. Maybe they should try running the ball. Man, this has been an ugly game so far. Ugly game. I mean, from a neutral standpoint, at least from my perspective, it's a good game. But not from a Bengals perspective, man. This has been ugly. Good defense, but as always, defense isn't going to hold out forever. As always, the defense is not going to hold out forever. They better go into halftime. Zach Taylor better say something to this offense to get them going. Man. And the problem is they've been getting going all game. They just they stall out. All right, so it's going to be a wildcat formation here with Nick Chubb. He's going to run to his right a little bit and touchdown. Touchdown. You knew exactly what was happening on that play. There's no way in hell Nick Chubb does anything other than run the ball on that play. And they can't even bother, man. They just get pushed all the way back into the end zone, and Nick Chubb just waltzes right in there. He just waltzes. He barely gets contacted until he's basically already in the end zone. At that point, momentum's just going to carry you in. Terrible. Man, this offense has got to get going, man. There's a flag on the extra point. I'm not sure what's going on here. What's going on in the extra point? On the Bengals. The Bengals did something. They made this motion. Was it offsides? Bengals had an offsides call, so they're going to get at the 1-yard line. It looks like the Browns are going to line up to try to go for 2 points here. I mean, I guess you might as well, the way the Bengals defense has been playing, like, these last couple of plays, man. Like, oh, God. I mean, if you can stop them, like, that's helpful. But right now, I have no faith that they're going to stop them. Like, not the way they've been playing on this drive. They've just been getting eaten alive on this whole drive. They're probably tired because the offense isn't doing anything. All right. I formation. Jacoby Brissett hands the ball off. Nick Chubb falls in. 2 points. 8-0. I'm going to put this banner up. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. This defense plays so well for most of the game, and then they just, like, the second they decide that they're tired, they just get gashed. I can't believe that, man. Back after going trick-or-treating. What's up, Christine? Did you have a good trick-or-treating? Took my son trick-or-treating, and we had a good time. He got his big-ass big ass bag full of candy, and me and my wife got treated to a couple beers. It was a nice trick or treating night. Definitely enjoyed that one. Man, that's what I'm saying about this Bengals defense, man. Like, they are built to help you win. They're built to help the offense win the game, and they're really, really good at that. But they are not able to keep up when the offense is having a bad day. It's just like, and the thing that sucks is, like, if you're gonna go on another run, you got to have the defense able to do that, because like that's what happened last year, right? The Bengals like got into the playoffs, and they had that game against the Titans where the offense could barely get going. Defense ended up winning them that game. Couldn't do it in the Super Bowl, but point is, like, they made it to the Super Bowl last year because the defense had that ability. They just don't have that ability this year. Like the defense just like if the offense can't keep up, it's just like they turn the switch off. They just stop. I don't. Yeah, I told you, Majestic, low scoring game, man. It might not even make it to my prediction. I said 24-17. It might not even make it to that. Might not even make it to that. Like, I'm really struggling to believe that the Bengals are going to be able to hit like even 20 points at this point. Like, I mean, if they get going, they will. If they get going, they will, but it's going to be tough. Gassed like the Bengals at the end. Yeah, my son was too. He was really not having it at the end. And then somebody gave him a root beer, and he was just like bouncing off the walls. It was interesting. I'm not losing faith, Majestic. Not really. I'm telling you how it is. This Bengals defense is doing that thing that I've been screaming at them all year for, and the offense looks like trash. But I'm not losing faith. Of course I ain't losing faith. The Bengals have been a second half team all year. If they can go get points, like if they can go get the offense going on this drive, there's plenty of game left to play, right? There's plenty of game left to play. I ain't losing faith just yet. It's an 8-point ball game. It ain't the end of the world. Chris Evans is going to have a pretty decent return there and get it down to about the 28-yard line. Paul Severance, I think you're new. No, I recognize your profile picture. You're not new to the chat, but welcome back. Welcome back. If a cow no longer produces milk, is it a milk dud or utter failure? I like that one. I think it'd be an utter failure. I think that's what it would be. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. You got Joe Mixon to his right. Let's do something, guys. Come on. All right. Got good protection, throws, and there's going to be holding. Finally, they call it. It's going to be holding on the Browns. T. Higgins was getting mugged on that play. They got to basically get mugged for them to call it. So that's going to be a penalty on the Browns. That'll give the Bengals a first down. Might even be pass interference. Yep, they're calling pass interference. Yep. I didn't think it was catchable, but that's why I said holding, but whatever. That's what they said. Martin Emerson on the pass interference. And yeah. Well, no. Yeah, okay, because it was originally holding because he kind of like grabbed his jersey, threw him off his route, and then he caught up to him and kind of like pushed him off of his stride. So, all right, Joe Burrow's going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon, who is going to break a tackle and end up getting about 4 yards out of what originally was nothing. So that works out. Majestic says he's at work on his forklift right now, so bear with me. Dude, you do what you got to do. If you're watching it all, we got 6 people watching right now. 6 over here. Over here. You guys can't even see. I don't know why I'm pointing at this. So on StreamYard, it shows me how many people are watching. It doesn't show that for you guys. We got 6 people watching right now. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat, and I'll put you up on the screen. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. Helps out my channel, and I put out good content. You won't regret it. Joe Burrow's going to hand the ball off to Samaje Perine here, and boom! He falls forward for that first down, man. Telling you what, Samaje Perine, yards after contact, that man is something else. Like, I did not like, and he's mad at himself, but you got a first down. Like, it's okay, dude. Like, you're good. You are good. Trust me. But I mean, like last year, I was real critical on Samaje Perine, but I mean, he has impressed me, honestly. Like ever since like I was saying the Bengals need to move on from him. He has impressed me with like, I mean, he takes contact. He still gets like 3 or 4 yards after that. Like, doesn't matter if it's a good start or a bad start. Joe Burrow is gonna. Oh no, he fumbled. I think Joe Mixon got back on it. No. Oh crap! I think the Browns got it. God, are you kidding me? With the turnovers, are you kidding me, man? Can we stop? God, Joe Burrow was doing a good job of getting out of that pressure. Joe Burrow was doing such a good job of getting out of that pressure, and God, they knocked the ball out of his hands. Browns recover the fumble. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? That's God, we are just shooting ourselves in the foot on offense, man. Like every time the offense gets going, they just do something like this. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Glad the Saints dressed up as a good team. Well, I'm glad your team dressed up as a good team. God, man. When I come, more people come. Well, you better show up more often than Majestic. That's all I got to say. Nick Chubb hurdles over a Bengals defender, and there's just nothing on that play. This Bengals defense, man. This Bengals defense. I don't know what happened to him, man. I do know what happened to him. It happens every week. Hat back on right now. It's not over. I know. That's why I put the hat back on. It's not over, but it is. It's not over because it's the Browns, quite frankly. Nice to see your Halloween costume as a Bengals fan with faith. Well, they're definitely testing that right now. They're definitely testing that. About a 3-yard pickup for Amari Cooper on that run. Nick Chubb just hurdles over Mike Hilton. I don't know what on earth they're doing. That is such trash, dude. That is such trash. My God. Browns got the ball at like the 31-yard line again and back in field goal range. Let's get a turnover. Come on. Let's get a turnover. I believe it's going to be a false start on the Browns there, so that works out. And that's useful. It knocks him back, makes the field goal harder if the Bengals can stop him here. It's going to be a false start on Pharaoh Brown. So that'll push him back to about the 36-yard line, I think. About the 36-yard line. Let's see where that football is. Kind of hard to tell with the camera work here. I mean, it's good camera work. It's just not showing me what I want to see, right? It's not showing me what I want to see. And okay, there we go. Yeah, it's the 36-yard line. All right. So it's going to be 2nd and 12. Can we get a stop? Can we push them back? Can we do something? Somebody took a timeout, it looks like. I don't know who's taking a timeout. Is it the Bengals? Why? Like, are we taking the timeout? Like, that would be dumb. My Halloween outfit was a shirt that said Cowboys defense, the scariest costume I've ever had. Yeah, man, this Cowboys defense is why they're winning games, man, honestly. My Halloween costume was dad taking his son trick-or-treating. It wasn't anything. I wore like a flannel and some cargo shorts. It wasn't interesting. Second half of the night, I was walking around with a beer because one of the people who we were trick-or-treating with, they were nice enough to hand me a beer, and so I was dad trick-or-treating with a beer, I guess. But wellness after this game. Offense did better this game than our defense. That's fair. That's fair. But in general, the Cowboys defense has been good this year. That's I think the point I was trying to make. In general, I think that was the point I was trying to make. But my God, the Bengals are gonna. Man, you want to talk about like a scary. Like you want to talk about like a spooky Halloween night like type of thing. This Bengals team is scaring me right now. I should have dressed up as friggin' Mike Thomas with that god awful drop earlier. And at this point, honestly, it's not even the worst thing. Like the defense is shit in the bed. The defense is just completely shit in the bed. Almost a 50 burger. I'm not gonna lie, burger sounds really good, bro. I know that's not what you were going for, but like I'm kind of hungry. My family ordered pizza, and I'm waiting until like later to eat it. But man, I could go for a burger right now. I'm not gonna lie. Burger sounds pretty good. Somebody go get me a burger. One of y'all internet people, go get me a burger. That'd be nice. My friends are saying the Bengals pissed me right the fuck off. Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. Ah, God. This is such a winnable game right now, too, and they're just shitting the bed. Like, man, if we can hold them to a field goal here and go get, like, some points on offense, then, you got a chance of coming out in the second half after the defense gets some rest and turning this game around. But, like, I mean, you're coming into crunch time right now. Like go stop them here, and then you got like a 1 minute drive to go get you got to get a touchdown basically. Come on, can we stop them? Can we stop them, man? 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. You got something going on here. Nick Chubb's motioning out of no, he's just motioning to the other side of the backfield. Jacoby Brissett, shotgun snap. What on earth was that? Well, it's dropped anyway. Dropped anyway by Amari Cooper, but Jermaine Pratt like basically had Jacoby Brissett dead to rights, then jumps in front of him, starts flapping like a chicken. I don't understand what that was all about. Cheeto Uzie is hurt. That's not good. What happened here? So yeah, Jermaine Pratt jumps. It looks like he jumps and tries to block a pass from Jacoby Brissett, but Jacoby Brissett just like declines to pass until he falls down. That was a terrible play there by Jermaine Pratt. Like he had him dead to rights. Cheeto Awuzie hurt his leg, man. Oh God, what's going on with that? He managed to walk off the field, so I don't think it's like a torn ACL or anything like that. Like he just immediately got himself off the field, but he might. I don't know what's going on with him. That's something bad's going on with Cheeto. Something bad's going on with Cheeto. That's not good. Bengals offense looking like the Broncos. Got to do some high knees on the side. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. Like Russell Wilson played better this week than the Bengals offense. Like Russell Wilson actually got something done against the Jaguars, right? Like not a lot, but enough. And right now the Bengals are just getting shut out. And they're doing it to themselves too, right? Like the Browns defense hasn't been particularly good. The Bengals just been giving it up. Like Myles Garrett caused the interception. And then I think Myles Garrett also knocked the fumble out. So Myles Garrett's having a good game. The rest of the Browns defense is not. Myles Garrett's just having his way though. Hakeem Davis. Oh! Immediately intercepted again! There you go! Hakeem Davis Gaither, man. He was trying to call for like a false start. Ah, God, let's go! Hakeem Davis Gaither was trying to call for a false start on the Browns, and the refs didn't call it. He was all pissed off. He just looked back to the play. Whatever. Bengals get immediate pressure on Jacoby Brissett. He holds on to the ball way too long. Eventually gets the ball out, but it gets knocked up in the air. And Hakeem Davis Gaither comes down with the interception. Yeah, Jesse Bates. I was talking shit about him earlier. But Jesse Bates knocks that ball out of Jacoby Brissett's hands. And that actually might be a fumble rather than an interception. But either way, it's a turnover. Let's go! Dude, you're gonna see this is I'm very stressed out right now if you can't tell. So you're gonna get some good reactions out of me. Not from the offense though, because Joe Mixon throws the ball to Joe Burrow throws the ball to Joe Mixon on the out route, and he just gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Like, oh man, offense, you got an opportunity. You're at almost the 50-yard line already. You got an opportunity. Go get some points. Go get a touchdown. Joe Burrow's going to – oh, there you go. Hayden Hurst down the middle, down to the 30-yard line. There you go. There you go. You see McAfee got word the NFL moving forward. He isn't allowed to use team logos in his graphics. Absolutely hilarious. I did not see that. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. Throws the ball. He's got T. Higgins. About a 6-yard pickup, I think. But no, I did not see that. I actually don't watch McAfee. I like McAfee. I just, I have other people I've watched before him, and I don't have time to watch his show. But that's funny. That's funny. They woke a beast that they don't want to mess with. Yeah, dude. No, I hope McAfee goes off on him. I love McAfee. I really do. I don't watch his show because I don't have time, but I love McAfee. McAfee's great. I love McAfee when he was a punter. Like I've been a McAfee fan my whole life, basically. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, sacked. Jonah Williams once again just gets absolutely destroyed on that play. That sucks, man. Number 58 of the Browns, Isaiah Thomas, just destroys Jonah Williams on that play. And he doesn't even have Samaje Perine getting in his way to like make up for that one. Jonah Williams just sucks today. Jonah Williams is terrible. I mean, not in general. He's fine in general, but today he's terrible. And he's been getting pushed around a little bit this year. Like not constantly. He's had plenty of fine games, but there's been some times where you look at Jonah Williams, you're like, bro, what are you doing? You're a first round pick, right? I don't know. That was terrible. That sucked. About a 4-yard loss. No, more than that. I don't know. I don't even remember what the second down play was, but it's gonna be 3rd and 14 now. 3rd and 14, and man, like we got to come away with more than a field goal. Like, please, for God's sake, come away with more than a field goal here. Man, they were humming too. They were getting going on offense. That's the problem, man. Like, you're at the 34-yard line now. They had it at like the 29. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. He's going to dump it off short to Samaje Perine, who's got a screen in front of him, but not able to do a whole lot with it. It gets about 5 yards, but now it's going to be 4th down. And I'm not sure what's going on. Evan McPherson looks like he's acting like he wants to go out on the field. So the Bengals offense is out on the field. And the clock is stopped. Why is the clock stopped? Did the Browns take a timeout? I think the Browns took a timeout because the clock is stopped. But today Jonah Williams is awful today. Like, Jonah Williams has just been getting beat to hell and back all day. Like, everybody talk about how bad Lyle Collins has been for the Bengals early on. He's been getting better. He's been doing just fine today. Jonah Williams has been getting beat like a drum. Matthew says they're going for it. If they do, no, they're not. Evan McPherson's coming out on the field. Zach Taylor's been doing a whole lot of acting like he's going to go for it and then sending the special teams out, which I think is the right move. The Bengals have been terrible on 4th down all year. The Bengals have been awful on 4th down all year. Man, a field goal, hey, it's something, right? Field goal is something. If you can at least get 3 points on the board, you got a 5-point deficit going into the half. That's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. The defense has done a good job. They've only allowed 1 touchdown all day. They've allowed 0 touchdowns in the second half all year. So if you get a field goal here, then I mean you got a real chance. Just let the offense heat up. The offense can heat up. Let's go. 47 yards for Evan McPherson. Shouldn't be too tough for him, but let's see. Field goes up, and oh God, he missed it! God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can we get nothing to go right today? God, it doesn't matter what we do on 4th down. Not going to hit a field goal. Not going to. It wasn't even like tipped or anything. He just missed it. He just straight up missed it. Joe Burrow's having a great game. Matthew. He just straight up missed it, dude. Money Mac, what are you doing, man? You just straight up missed it. God. This game's gonna be the death of me. I'm gonna have a heart attack by the end of the game. Let's get a pick 6. We got 40 seconds left to go. The Browns are gonna try to push the ball down the field. Let's get a pick 6. Can we get a pick 6? Just like give us some hope. Even if it's false hope, give us some hope. He's gonna throw down the middle. He's got Kareem Hunt. 12-yard pickup, because of course they're gonna end up getting a field goal themselves. God, awful. Just absolutely trash, man. Matthew up in here. How trash? Yeah, trash. I agree. They're trash. They're just... And the defense is playing like trash, too. Like, over the last, So much for this great defense, right? Terrible. I don't even know what's. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like I don't even have words to describe what they're doing right now. Like yeah, the Bengals aren't trash, Matthew, but they're certainly playing like it right now. They're certainly playing like it right now. Bengals are a second half team, but God, they've been doing nothing in the first half. And defense just oh my God. Another first down for the Browns. They are out of timeouts. That's crucial. Am I happy? No, I'm not happy right now, Matthew. Browns are going to spike the ball. 16 seconds left. They're probably going to take another couple shots, and then they're in field goal range, basically. Bengals might have gotten away with a roughing the passer on that play. Trey Hendrickson came in a little late. Man. God, man. I don't understand what they're doing. Like, what was the game plan going into this game? What was the game plan going into this game? Suck? Just be terrible? They're doing a good job of that. They're doing a good job of being awful. All right, Jacoby Brissett, shotgun formation. He's got dudes all over him. He just got to get rid of the ball. Held on to it for way too long there. Probably should have gotten rid of it and take your shot because you're going to have like multiple opportunities for a shot if you go ahead and take it. But, oh my God. Gonna go hop over for the Grassy Rays, then we'll be back. You go do that, Paul. We'll one day when my channel's big, we'll do that for other people because I think it's a great thing that he does. You go hop on for the Grassy Rays. You have a good day, Paul. Hope you come back. Hope you come back, but I hope the Bengals come back at this point, quite frankly. All right. Jacoby Brissett, shotgun snap, throws, out of bounds. Going to have Cade York come on to attempt a field goal, I assume. 4th down, 4 seconds left. Yeah, you got Cade York coming out. Javry. What does that mean? What does Javry mean? I don't know. Cade York's coming out for the field goal. Got blocked earlier. That's all I got to say. Did get blocked earlier. This one's a 55-yard field goal attempt. So, I mean, it ain't a chip shot, but most field goal kickers today can make it. All right. Field goal's up. Yep, that's good. That's about what you expect. It's what you expect out of a NFL kicker these days. I'm so pissed off that the defense just does this, man. They just decide they want to stop playing at some point, and they'll prevent touchdowns, but they won't prevent scores. What a joke, man. This offense, I don't know what is up with the offense. Zach Taylor better lay into somebody. Zach Taylor, I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to bench Jonah Williams. That's how bad he's playing today. I mean, I'm not really benching Jonah Williams because if you bench Jonah Williams, you're basically saying we're giving up on you, right? But, man, Jonah Williams has been just a train wreck today. Like, honestly, Jonah Williams, like, if Jonah Williams has a normal day today, the Bengals, I don't know if the Bengals end up scoring or not, but they're definitely not, like, turning the ball over like they are, right? If the Bengals aren't turning the ball over like they are, then there's probably a pretty good chance the defense is playing better. So, yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that, Matthew. I don't know why, but you notice that in general a lot of like football streamers will have that problem too. Because like we didn't notice this before like live streaming was a thing. We didn't notice that like certain games are ahead of other games. But it's just like once you kind of started having people talking about these games on the internet, you started noticing that almost all of these broadcasts are off by like a couple of seconds one way or the other. So Matthew, there might be people whose TV is ahead of yours. There might be people whose TV is behind mine. I'm watching on a live stream with high-speed internet, so I can't really do anything else. There's nothing else I can really do about this. I'm doing the best I can, honestly, with this with these streams. Yours is always late, but you're at work right now, so you have no TV. So I'm your live stream. I am telling you what's going on, Majestic. Bengals have allowed 0 touchdowns in the second half. So, I mean, from a defensive perspective, that's good. If the offense can get going, like if the defense can come out and stop the Browns on the first drive, offense can get going. If you make it like a 7-11 ball game, then you're feeling like, because I mean 11-0 is not insurmountable if the offense can get going. Just the problem is the offense has to get going. They've just been like sitting on their butts all day today. And they haven't entirely, right? Like the offense has been like, the offense has had some juice. The offense has been getting going. They just fall apart at the worst possible time. You were going to watch the game, but you'd rather watch my reactions. Well, I'm glad, Majestic. That means that I got something that people want to come watch. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I probably need to let myself go a little bit more on the other live streams because I don't have quite as heavy reactions to other teams. But I mean, you come watch a Bengals game, man. Like, two things. One, I'm going to really care about what's going on with the Bengals game. And two, the Bengals give heart attacks constantly to their fans. So you come live stream a Bengals game with me, you will see. I mean, but like everybody watches knows, but anybody who doesn't watch will know that you're gonna get some interesting reactions out of me during a Bengals game because the Bengals just love to give me a heart attack. That's just what they do. That's their entire lives. You had work today? No, you didn't, Matthew. You're 11. Well, you have like homework? Oh boy. All right, so we're at halftime. The Bengals are losing. I gotta update this banner. The Bengals are losing 11-0 to the Browns, and just like, of course they are, right? Now, like my 24-17 prediction is still fairly on the table. Like, I mean, the Bengals have not allowed a second half touchdown all year, so 2 more field goals for the Browns, and you got that 17 point spot for the Bengals. This is a explosive offense. They do have the ability to go ham at points. So, I mean, I could see a 24-point explosion in the second half. It could happen. At the rate we're currently watching, is it going to happen? I don't know. Although I will say, at the rate that the game's currently going, they're probably going to need to get to at least 20 points to win this game. Because, I mean, right now it's at 11, but the defense is going to allow some more points. Like, it's not like the defense might not allow another touchdown. They honestly might not. But they're going to allow more points. Like, points are going to happen. So, I mean, that's just where we're at with this game. Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers game. Why? Why do you want to talk about the Carolina Panthers game? Like, they lost to the Falcons. Yay. They lost to the Falcons. Like, it's good for Falcons fans, I guess. It was a close game. But it's the Panthers. Like, who literally cares about the Panthers? It was school. That was my work. Yeah. Okay. So that was your work. So you had school, not work. It's different. Trust me. You'll understand when you start working. Weird score, 11-0. I know. Let's talk about Bears trade with the Ravens. Let's not. Like, we don't really need to. Bengals fans have been going crazy. Like, oh, the Ravens traded for God, I don't even remember his name now. Like, that's how much I care about this trade. Who was it? Roquan Smith. The Ravens traded for Roquan Smith. And, okay, that's cool. That's what the Ravens do. The Ravens trade for edge rushers. The Ravens get veteran edge rushers for their team. This is just what they do. This is what the Ravens always do. Is it going to solve the Ravens' offensive problems, though? No, it's not. Is it going to solve the Ravens' season? No, it's not. And quite frankly, a lot of Bengals fans are freaking out. They're like, why aren't the Bengals making trade deadline moves? And it's like, because who in the NFL is honestly going to make the Bengals better right now? Like it's not a problem of not having talent. It's a problem of not getting the right execution out of the players you currently have. Like, the Bengals have the talent to be winning these games. They're just not doing it. right? Like if the Bengals fall to 4-4 today, it's gonna be their own damn fault. Like, Roquan Smith isn't gonna save the Bengals from 4-4 right now. That Roquan Smith does not make that difference. I'd wager even to say, like, I know Von Miller basically helped it was the reason that the Rams won the Super Bowl last year. Like him showing up, like they probably wouldn't have won that if Von Miller hadn't shown up and been as productive as he was. Obviously, Aaron Donald was the catalyst in the moment, but Von Miller was a huge boost, and maybe the Rams don't win the Super Bowl without Von Miller last year. But I think even Von Miller doesn't really necessarily make that much of a difference for the Bengals right now. Because right now the problem is that the players aren't executing the way they need to execute. The Bengals are 4-5. No, they're not. Right now the Bengals. No, what? No, Matthew. First of all, they haven't lost yet. Second of all, right now they're 4-3. So if they lose this game, they'll be 4-4. If they win this game, they'll be 5-3, which would be nice. But you're gonna need to see a little bit more out of them in the second half for that. But no, not 4-5. Now, if they end up 4, if they lose this game and they lose next week to the Panthers, I mean, I'll keep showing up. I'll keep rooting for the Bengals, but it's gonna be hard to stay really honestly believing in this team if they lose to both the Browns and the Panthers. Like, I don't care if Jamar Chase is gone. The offense has got to be better than this. You can tell. I was expecting a bit of a dip from the offense today. Not getting shut out in the first half. Like, that's just unacceptable. That's just straight up unacceptable, getting shut out in the first half. Like, And the thing is, the turnovers are bad, yeah, but it's not just the turnovers. It's like they've been getting going on offense and then stalling out at the weirdest times. I don't understand. I don't understand this offense right now. They shouldn't be doing they've been good enough. Like, even without Jamar Chase, they've been moving the ball. They just haven't been finishing any of these drives. Kitty goes meow. They ain't going meow right now, Pop, but I appreciate it. Kitty goes meow. I'm down for that. Matthew, yes, I do work. I work for Pro. I've said this on the channel before. I work for Pro Football Focus. I do a lot of contracting work with them. I also have a job with a bank. I'm a part-time bank teller with them. And then I also I freelance video edit. So yes, I work. I work my ass off. I haven't had downtime in a long time. Now they're 4-4. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I thought they were 4-3 or 4-5, but they're 4-4. Well, no, not yet. No, they still got a whole half a game to play, so they're not 4-4 yet. You work for school. I mean, kind of, I guess. You're 11, so trust me. Like, you don't work that much right now. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. School's gonna be fifth grade is what are you? Fifth grade or sixth grade, actually? I think you said you were 10 previously, so I'd imagine you're in fifth grade right now. Fifth grade is interesting, but middle school is a grind. What's 6 hours? What, school 6 hours? Yeah, I know you go to school for an amount of time. I'm just saying the amount of work that you do. Like, trust me, it's like if you think this is bad, you're in for a wake-up call. You're in for a wake-up call. I work 12 hours a day on a good day. So, like 6 hours. I mean, that's the thing. I recognize, school can be very hard. I'm not trying to dismiss you or say that, it's not whatever. I'm just saying it's not the same as work. Trust me. If I could, if I had the option of just going to school all day for 6 hours a day and not have to work, I'd pick that every time. I would pick that every single time. You wake up at 4 a.m. Me too. Because I go to the gym. And I don't want the crowd. And I also got to get to work at I got to leave for work at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, I got to get up early enough that I can do all that and come home, get a shower and everything like that. So, yeah, no, I feel the waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning thing. I didn't do that when I was in school, though. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I went to school. I woke up at 6. I think I had to be there at 7. Yeah, people reacted to me on Facebook. Dude, I was so hyped about this game. I'm still honestly kind of hyped about the second half because I really do feel like the Browns are not playing well. And this is a very vulnerable Browns team right now. I'm not concerned about our potential of coming back in this game. What I'm concerned about is the fact that they've just put a complete dud on the field. And the offense is getting going, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. And it's just if they can stop shooting themselves in the foot, it's going to be all right. But what evidence do you have right now that they're going to stop shooting themselves in the foot? That's the thing. It's 11-0 right now for a reason. And that defense is starting to wear down. That's the problem. You leave at 7:45? Yeah, that's because you're in elementary school. I think it's high school when you have to start going earlier. At least it was for me. I don't know how it is where you live. Go to sleep at 11. So wait, why? That's not good, Matthew. You need if you're 11 years old, you're going to bed at 11. You're going to sleep at 11. You're waking up at 4. You need more sleep than that. At 11 years old, you need more sleep than that. That's not good for you. I wouldn't recommend that for an adult. Going to bed at 11, getting up at 4 every day. But for a kid, please don't do that. 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, all too early. I feel it. I'd rather be a night owl, but life is the way it is. And I've just pretty much just adjusted to it at this point. All right. Bengals about to kick the ball back off to the Browns. Can the defense come in clutch? Give the Bengals an opportunity to get some ground back in this ball game. It's only an 11-point game. That's not insurmountable, but they got to turn it on, The defense has got to turn it back on. Matthew, I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you, staying up till 12, waking up at 4, especially if you're doing stuff like that on a consistent basis, that's not good for you. That's really bad for you. That's, quite frankly, I don't please. My advice is not to do that. But I'm not your dad, so I'm not going to tell you what to do either, right? You do what you want to do, but I'm telling you right now, that's not good for you. You're gonna hate yourself when you get older. All right. Jacoby Brissett is under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. Bengals are not letting a whole lot, but they do let him get to the outside. He picks up about 7 yards. Man, they were on top of him, and they still let him get to the outside. That's the thing, man. If you start letting the running game go now, if you start letting the running game go all over you now, then you have no chance. You have no chance. You out of here, Matthew? All right, Bob. Well, you take care. Have a good night. All right, Jacoby Brissett hands the ball off to Nick Chubb. Bengals get him for a 3-yard gain, but then he plows ahead for a 5-yard gain, and that's a first down. Lou Anarumo, your defense sucks right now. Your defense is absolute booty right now. Started good, but they're booty right now. They're getting shredded. You've got to give the offense a chance. I mean, I know you keep saying that. I keep saying you got to give them a chance, and they keep blowing the chances. They're actually calling that. They're actually calling that about a yard short, so it's gonna be 3rd and 1. So I guess I'm wrong, but we'll see if they can stop them. I feel like dinner, so bye. All right, Matthew. You have a good.
What's up?
I got to get my headphones on. One sec, though. Jacoby Brissett is in. Oh, I think the Bengals stopped him. I think it's going to be 4th down. There you go. There you go, defense. No. He got it on the push. I thought they would have called forward progress, but this defense, man.
So
You say whatever you got to say, Thomas.
First half looked great. Just like my alpha looks great. Nick
Did it
Chubb.
look great? Did it look great? Like on defense, maybe. All right, Nick Chubb stuffed. There you go. Finally, defense doing something. Man. What's up, Thomas? Oh, bye, Thomas. Guess he lost the connection there. You staying, Matthew? All right. All right, buddy. All right. Jacoby Brissett is under center. Rolls back. He's got pressure immediately. Gets the ball to Nick Chubb. Jermaine Pratt doesn't have a good angle. Does get him down, though. So that's only going to be about a 3-yard pickup for Nick Chubb, and so it's going to be 3rd and 7. Matthew says, go Browns, the Bengals are trash. Boy, you have no loyalty. Boy, I'll tell you what, Matthew Thompson. T-Star's glitching. Yeah, I don't think he has very good internet connection. He's in the middle of a crowded bar right now, so he probably just doesn't have any internet connection. All right, 3rd and 7. Jacoby Brissett rolls back. He's going to throw, and I think it got batted, but it still got to Donovan Peoples-Jones. God, this defense, man. This defense, everybody's talking about, oh, such a good defense. Yeah, they don't look good. They look like trash. They're getting eaten alive by the Browns right now. They look like ass right now, honestly, is what they look like. Okay, so I thought Jacoby Brissett's ball got batted. What happened is he actually pump faked. Got the ball at the 34-yard line. They're already in field goal range again. They're already about ready to take a 14-point lead. All right, Jacoby Brissett hands the ball off. Kareem Hunt. Bengals stop him there. That's great. They stopped him there. It would have been nice if they would have done it before. Matt, are you leaving? All right, bye, Matthew. All right, 2nd and 9. Okay. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Can you at least hold them to a field goal? Like, come on, do something. Do something. Like, they're just getting eaten alive right now. Like, as good as they were doing them like early in this game, they're getting eaten alive right now. All right, they hold him to a little bit there. Nick Chubb only picks up about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down, about 5 to go. Hey, you're fine, Matthew. You're fine, Matthew. You go. If you need to go, then go. So it's all good. I'm not upset with you. You're fine. 3rd and 6. I thought it was 3rd and 5. So that works out. 3rd and 6. Come on, stop him here. Stop him here. I mean, like, a field goal hurts too, but man, come on. A field goal hurts too, but like, at least do something. Don't let him get a 1st down here. Hand the ball off to Nick Chubb, who's got room all over on the edge, and he gets down to about the 9-yard line. This defense is trash now. As a dad, would you rather never have to do laundry or do the dishes again? I'd rather not do the dishes, honestly. Like, the dishes take more time than laundry. Honestly, laundry, just go downstairs, throw it in there, and, get it going. Like, I mean, folding the laundry kind of takes time, but at least you can, like, sit down and watch TV folding the laundry, right? Like, dishes, you basically got to take yourself away, and then you got, like, everything's making noise and stuff, so even if you throw something on your phone, it's loud. I'd rather just not have to do the dishes, but, it's okay. It's okay. Neither of them piss me off that much. Nick Chubb up the middle. Bengals give him like 4 yards. They're going to get a touchdown. Bye, Majestic. Yep, you have a good night too, Matthew. I'm kind of jealous of you right now because I got pizza waiting for me instead I'm watching this trash. What? $200. Yes, $200. Yes. I know I hit 200. I made a big post about that on Twitter. Jacoby Brissett rolls back, got people all over him. I think he dives. I think he gets the touchdown. Yep, it's a touchdown. Trash. But yes, Majestic. I know I hit 200. That was real cool. I made a big deal about it on Twitter and on Facebook. I mentioned it on the channel. Oh, hey, pizza. Thank you. I got pizza. Well, that makes me feel slightly better. Oh, man. Dude, this is so terrible. This is so terrible. Why the Browns? Why is it the Browns that we just can't seem to figure out with Joe Burrow? I don't understand. I don't understand. You know where you got those last subs from. I don't, Matthew. You got all your friends to sub? There you go. There you go. That's my boy. That's my boy, Matthew. Matthew Thompson, I have socks older than you. That's not good. You should probably get rid of those socks, Paul. You should probably get rid of those socks. Homie, yeah. I think that might have been a typo, but I think you should get rid of those socks, Paul. That's not good. That's not good. Those socks are probably about as trashy as the Bengals are right now. Why don't you want to be called homie, Matthew? You know what? You know what? I'll let you guys sort that out. If you got a problem with it, you're allowed to have a problem with that. That's how I feel about this game, Majestic. That's how I feel about this game. All right. So what are we at? What are we at right now? 18-0. 18-0. Everybody's like, oh, the defense is so good. Yeah, look how good the defense is. Getting gashed by the Browns. Like, man. Like, again, I know everybody's going to call me out about it again. Okay, you know what, Matthew? You can't say that and then start doing it yourself. You can't do that, dude. But like, I don't understand what the Bengals are doing right now. I don't like. It's just so bad. Like I mean, like the offense. The thing that gets me mad about the offense is the offense has been moving. The offense has been doing okay. And then they just haven't been getting it done when it matters. You know, turning the ball over in a couple spots. And I'm not even putting the hat back on. I think the hat might be bad luck at this point. Maybe that's it. Maybe the hat comes off and they come back and win. If they do, I'm burning the hat. I'm gonna go buy a new Bengals hat if they come back and win. They come back and win. That's just chaos at this point. They're down 18 points, man. They are down 18 points to the Browns, who are playing like trash too. And they're still down 18 points. Like, oh God, I need a shot, man. I need something strong. Like, give me a Jaeger bomb after this nonsense. Golly. Touchback. Whee. Pizza. Yay. All right, come on. Offense back out on the field. Touchdown, and it's back to an 11-point ball game. Yeah, you can undo the touchdown with a touchdown here. Come on, Joe. Get something going. Hands the ball off Joe Mixon. Doesn't do much with it. About 4 yards. Second and 6. Come on. Let's move it, guys. Come on. Have a sense of urgency, man. Like, you know, halfway through the third quarter and you're down 18 points. Like, we need to start moving. Like, you know, I know you don't want to get one-dimensional, although apparently that other dimension is dropping passes. Like Joe Mixon just drops a pass. He was wide open for a first down. He would have at least gotten a first down on that play, if not some more. But he turns around too late, can't get his hands up. Man. Burrow gets rid of that ball quickly, man. Especially today. He's been getting rid of that ball quickly. Burrow drops back, and he's sacked. 4th down. Yep, punt it away. Why are we like this? Why are we like this? What, like, why are we like this? Kevin Huber's going to come out and punt, and I think they just ran into the kicker there, but they're not going to call it. There was a block in the back, too. Like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs for why the Bengals are losing right now. But I will say there's been a lot of bad, like the refs have like not called a lot of like stuff the Browns have been doing today. The Browns have been like, real chippy today. Browns have been like, that was an illegal block in the back they just missed, and running into the kicker they just missed. And there was that like horrible holding, like Von Bell getting mugged earlier when Jacoby Brissett was basically dead to rights. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to blame the refs for why the Bengals are losing, but I will point out that the refs have been awful today. Like, they really just straight up have. I had a friend who just said Jonah Williams can tongue punch my colon. Yeah, no shit, man. Oh, God. Jonah Williams is such a train wreck today, dude. Like, I mean, there are so many things that are like a train wreck right now for the Bengals right now. Jonah Williams is up there among the worst. It's just bad. It's just bad. Well, I guess the game keeps going like this. Y'all are going to get a interesting reaction compilation video out of me tomorrow. For what it's worth, the recap might be late. Might have to come out with that recap on Wednesday because I got to go to work early tomorrow because a lot of things weren't communicated properly. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to be able to pump out content on the schedule I want to pump it out on. I will try to get those recaps out, though, and I'll try to get the power rankings, too. But in both cases, those might have to come out a day late. So probably the recap will come out on Wednesday. Power rankings will come out on Thursday. And I imagine it's probably going to be like that next week, too. Once things kind of settle back down to normal, I'll get my normal schedule back. But right now, there's some like mandatory training I have to do at my work, which is requiring me to be not available at the times I need to be available to get these videos out. Do I understand him? Yeah. He's referencing an old movie called Wayne's World. It's a great movie. He said "Party on," "Party on," Wayne's World. It's a good movie. I don't know if you would like it, and it's a little dated, but yes, I understand what he's talking about. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to hand the ball off to. There you go. There's some good defense there. Hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt. Hands the ball off to Kareem Hunt, and they get him for about a 1-yard loss on the play. So there you go. Let's do more of that. I mean, at this point, we really like another score by the Browns. Like, I don't know if we're going to do anything if we let the Browns score again. Jacoby Brissett rolls back, throws wide open in the middle of the field. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Nobody's even on him. Was anybody covering him? I don't understand. Are they just like is their game plan right now just hope Jacoby Brissett throws a pick? Because like that seems to be what they're doing. Like hope and pray that Jacoby Brissett throws a pick. That seems to be the offensive game plan right now. Jacoby Brissett under center, hands the ball off. Once again, they do a good job of stopping the run. Jesse Bates comes down and gets Nick Chubb for Kareem Hunt again. They got Kareem Hunt again for a loss in the backfield. Actually, they're saying that was back to the line of scrimmage. But either way, it was a good play. So they can stop the run. We know they can stop the run. But they're getting shredded by Jacoby Brissett's arm, and that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that Jacoby Brissett's doing that good of a job passing the ball. All right. Hands the ball off to Kareem Hunt, and then that one didn't work out. Defense just getting gashed on that play. Man. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this defense, they should be so much better than they are. They should be so much better than they are. And they flash it, too. And then they just, get gashed at random times. Man. As much as we praised Lou Anarumo last year, I'm starting to question that guy. I'm starting to question that guy, honestly. Like, Lou Anarumo was like a wizard last year, but this year it's just like, all right, Mike Hilton on the it doesn't count as a blitz if it's on a running play, right? But either way, it gets Kareem Hunt in the backfield. But man, Lou Anarumo was such a wizard last year, but this year their defense has just been getting exposed over and over and over again. And everybody's like, oh, they haven't allowed a second half touchdown. Well, that doesn't really mean much. They did today. They allowed a second half touchdown today because this is just what the defense does. They haven't allowed a second half touchdown, but they've allowed plenty of scoring. Jacoby Brissett throws, and he's got Amari Cooper wide open. Trey Flowers just nowhere near him. Bengals defense is doing great this game. So is the offense. And I don't know what game you're watching, Matthew. I know what game you're watching. You're being sarcastic, obviously, but oh God, yeah, this team is not playing like a playoff team right now. Like, if they missed the playoffs, they just did it to themselves. You're about to fall to 4-4, man. About to fall to 4-4 if they don't get a pick right now. I don't know how. I mean, we'll stick around to the end of the game for sure, but all right. 2-yard run pickup there for Kareem Hunt. Man. 18-0. Yeah, it's about to be more than that, Majestic. About to be more than that. They've already surpassed the 17 I thought they were going to get. Being for real, just wondering what you guys do to say that to my friends. To say what? Say what to your friends? All right. Jacoby Brissett, shotgun formation. Rolls back. Throws. Cooper wide open. Get Trey Flowers out of there. Or at least have him stop covering Amari Cooper. I don't know. Why is Trey Flowers covering Amari Cooper? Yeah, Lou Anarumo, ooh, yeah, what do you expect? You got Trey Flowers covering Amari Cooper. What do you expect is going to happen? That's just stupid, dude. Why do you have Trey Flowers covering Amari Cooper? That's just stupid. Trey Flowers is great against tight ends, but he's not going to go up against an X receiver like Amari Cooper. It's just stupid. Okay. All right, Matthew. You do you, man. It's about to be 25-0. I don't understand what it is about the Browns the Bengals can't figure out. They got blown out by them last year. Bengals got blown out by them last year and ended up making the Super Bowl. So, I mean, maybe it's a good sign. I don't know. But the Bengals also, the Bengals also had an extra game on top of everything. Bengals also had an extra game on top of everything last year, so they were able to come back from losing the Browns. I don't know if they come back from 4-4. I mean, they can. We'll stick with them through the rest of the year, and I'll probably tell you all about how they can, tomorrow. I'll probably come on here and be like, "Oh, the Bengals should still make the playoffs and do this, and that, and the other." But I'm just telling you right now, just the way it's looking, just god awful. This is just pathetic. This is just straight up pathetic. I don't know what they're doing. After we're like, oh, the Bengals are back after they had that big game against the Falcons last week, but they fall apart and act like utter trash against the fucking Browns, man. Like I said, we got blown out by the Browns last year and went to the Super Bowl, so you never know. Never know, but you also had an extra game. You also had one better game last year, too. Your record was one game better last year than it is this year, so. About to be 0-3 in the division. You're about to be 0-3 in the division, man. Yeah, 25-0, man. 25. $25-0. It's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. Like, I don't know what it is about the Browns. Tom Grassi says the kitty is not going meow. It is certainly not going meow tonight. The kitty is. Kitty's got cancer. Kitty's got cancer. I was just kidding about them blowing y'all out. Oh yeah, I'm sure you were kidding, Majestic. Yeah, you were. That was just a joke, right? Yeah. All right, Chris Evans gonna return it. Does a decent job of returning it when he probably shouldn't have returned it in the first place, but you can fix the score now. Just put 30 for the Bengals real quick, and no one will ever know. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what is it, 25? All they got to do is get all they got to get is like 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. It's not, it's still possible. 4 touchdowns, man. They got this in the bag. This is where the comeback starts right here, as Joe Burrow gets tipped and not intercepted, but this is where the comeback starts. This is right here. Right here is where the comeback starts. Right now, Joe Burrow's about to throw a touchdown on this next play, and it's going to lead to 4 unanswered touchdowns before the end of the game, and the Bengals are going to win 28-25. Calling it now. This is where the comeback starts. This play right here. 2nd and 10. Clip me. 2:59 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He throws. It's caught by Hayden Hurst, who gets 7 yards. 8 yards. Okay. Hey, it was a positive play. Poor kitty. That poor kitty. That poor kitty has cancer. That poor kitty is just... That kitty's not doing good, man. Like y'all want to start arranging the funeral now. My God. That kitty went ow. That's what happened. Joe Burrow, empty formation. Come on, comeback. Let's go, comeback. Shotgun formation. Gonna look around. He's got good protection on this one. There's a flag, though. It's probably going to be holding. Gets out, scrambles out of the pocket, and he's going to rush for the first down, but I'm pretty sure it's holding on the play. Oh, no. They're saying offsides on the Browns. They're saying offsides on the Browns. Yep, comeback season, Majestic. Comeback season. I mean, they're no sense of urgency right now. They're just meandering their way down to a couple of first downs like they've done all game. But doesn't matter. Comeback season. We on it right now, baby. We on it right now. 4 unanswered touchdowns right now. That's what's coming. 4 unanswered touchdowns. That's what we're about to get. 4 unanswered. Four unanswered. Or who knows, maybe 3 unanswered touchdowns and a field goal, and then you get an extra point like the Browns got, or a 2-point conversion, and then we go to OT. There we go. Get the B-Dubs crew out here and that remote. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He's got great protection there. Hayden Hurst. No, that's not Hayden Hurst. That's Trent Irwin, sorry. He's got a first down right in the middle of the field. So Bengals offense is driving now. 28-28 goes to OT. Browns lose in OT. Let's do that. Dude, if that actually happened, I'd call Thomas at the end of the game. Be like, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, look, comeback season, man. It's never over. It's not even the fourth quarter yet. It ain't even the fourth quarter yet, y'all. We could score 21 points in the fourth quarter. Joe Mixon, handoff for some reason. Even though it's, I don't know. I guess they're trying to keep it mixed up, but I mean, like, bro, we're like, I mean, I know it's the third quarter, but that clock's running and you're down 25 points. So if you want to fight for it and try to go get a win, this can't be wasting that clock. Saying, Kitty goes me defense. Ow, it certainly does. All right, Joe Burrow is going to get it off of Joe Mixon, who is going to pick up a first down, so that works out. But I think the Browns, honestly, the Browns thinking the same thing I'm thinking, right? Like, if they keep that clock running, then, give them whatever you want. You got a 25-point lead. They go get a touchdown. It ain't the end of the world. Just let them do whatever you want. Just keep that clock moving. That's what the Browns are thinking. That's what the Browns are thinking right now. Bengals honestly got to be thinking like it's a 2-minute drill, honestly, with how much like the score is. All right, Joe Burrow throws it to Joe Mixon that just didn't get anywhere near him. I don't understand what that was about, but it does stop the clock. So that's hey, you got one play left. Oh, it got tipped. Okay, it got tipped because Jonah Williams is once again getting bullied. Dude, I'm about ready to bench Jonah Williams. Like, he's so bad today, and he's been on and off struggling all year. He's low key been not. Like the biggest reason why the Bengals offensive line has struggled, for the most part, has been Jonah Williams. Joe Burrow shotgun formation. He's got Trent Irwin on the quick pass. That's gonna be the last play of the third quarter. He gets the ball down to about the 14-yard line. So we are going to go into the fourth quarter. Bengals are driving. They might not get shut out. Conley out here, the guy who's basically convinced me to start doing the scoreboard, he's over here like, take the scoreboard down. Yep. Yeah, you ain't kidding, buddy. You ain't kidding. But if you're just joining us right now, Jacob, we are in the middle of comeback season right now. Bengals are going to go get this win. They're going to score 28 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, and they're going to win. Why? Because I said so. This is comeback season right here, baby. Comeback season right now. Let's go. I might be driven to insanity. I might be driven to slight insanity right now because this is just what the Bengals do to me, man. Like, this isn't like, this isn't like Tom Grossi being like, oh, after years and years of being so good, the Packers are finally bad, and now I am perturbed and I'm gonna act like I'm insane. No, this is being a Bengals fan. This is what being a Bengals fan is you just get to go insane for the rest of your life. You don't get happiness. You get occasional moments of like, hey, maybe something's happening. And then, and then Jamar Chase burns Jalen Ramsey only for Joe Burrow to get sacked. And then this happens. And then it's like 2005 when we should have gone to the Super Bowl the first time in my life. And then 2006 happened. And just games like this happened. We ended up missing the playoffs. Barely. But because games like this just constantly kept happening. Yeah. Conley says weirder things have happened. And honestly, weirder things have happened to the Browns. What was that comeback the Jets game? They blew a big lead to the Jets like late in the game. Now, part of that was an onside kick, which is such a rare occurrence anyway. But let's see. So the Browns were up 30-17. Browns were up 30-17 with a minute 55 left in the game, and the Jets found a way to win that game. So, I mean, it's not impossible, and it's not impossible. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over, and we're gonna stick around until it says 0-0-0, even if we're getting blown out and there's obviously no hope. I mean, we're gonna stick around. We're gonna do this anyway. But Majestic YT, you got the right idea, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. I put out good content. Bengals are driving right now. There might be something that happens. Joe Burrow, quarterback, sneaks, and he's got the first down. All right, Richard Worcester. Geez, this isn't going how I thought. That's not going how I thought either. Richard, I don't recognize you in the chat. So if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe to the channel, man. I put out content all the time. And I try to stream as much as I can. The next 2 weeks are going to be a little off, though, because I got some stuff going on with work. But, in general, we're going to be putting out a lot of content. But if you are a subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate you. But, as Majestic said, everybody feel free to like the video. Joe Burrow gets out of pressure on that. That was really good. And he's got Tyler Boyd for a touchdown. There we go. Like I said, comeback season. It's now going to be, assuming Evan McPherson makes the extra point. He missed that field goal earlier. All right. So we'll put it for 6 for now. But, I wonder, is Zach Taylor going to go for it here? Almost intercepted. Ooh. Martin Emerson actually tipped that to Tyler Boyd. And that was, okay, maybe not almost intercepted, but it was almost knocked away. And actually, if it had been tipped the right way, it probably could have been intercepted by the guy behind him. Evan McPherson's going to line up for the extra point, and please make it. He missed it. He missed it. Evan McPherson missed it. So it's going to remain 25-6. 19-point ball game, y'all. Gonna go finish up work. Got like 2 hours left. You do what you do, Majestic YT. I'll be here to the end, but you have a good night, buddy. We freaking need this. Can't afford 4-4. They can come back from 4-4, Jacob, but it's bad, man. Boyd, let's go. Jacob is Christine Conley, your cousin or brother. No, Matthew. Jacob Conley is an old friend of mine from we grew up together, at least since middle school. I don't know Christine Conley, but Jacob Conley's a buddy of mine. I actually noted that the first time I saw them both in the chat, but Jacob Conley's an old friend of mine. Ah, man. Yeah, but Christine's not from around here, Jacob. She's from I think Louisiana. I don't know. She's a Saints fan. But Bengals got a touchdown, missed the extra point. It's a 19-point ball game, folks. Gonna have to go for it now. I'm pretty much at the point where, I maybe it's just a bad night for Money Mac. Maybe it's just a bad night for Money Mac, but either way, maybe stop giving him chances. It's going to be 2-point conversions and going for it on 4th down the rest of the night at this point. It's a 19-point ball game, y'all. The Bengals need Let's see. The Bengals still need 3 touchdowns, essentially. Bengals still need 3 touchdowns. They can do it. They can do it. Crazier things have happened. They still got the whole fourth quarter to play. Like, honestly, if the Bengals defense steps up, gets off the field and the Bengals offense starts, I mean, they just capped the bottle off. I mean, like, it can happen. But man, this will be an interesting thing. Sub to the channel, but if there's one for the stream, I'm not. Honestly, have no idea how YouTube live chat sub versus chat works. No, if you're sub to the channel, you're sub to the live stream. It's the same thing. And my chat feature is like real simple right now because like I'm not part of the partner program because I only have 200 subs. Or actually no, it might be like 201 now, but yeah, either way, I'm like you got to get to at least like 1,000 subs to get into the partner program, and then there's at that point there's other stuff that can be done. But right now it's basically it's just this chat box on the side. If you're sub to my channel, you're sub to all the stuff that I put out. Trying to grow it, trying to get there. Yeah, it might take a while, but I've only been doing this for like a year and a half so far. All right, Jacoby Brissett's going to handball off Nick Chubb, 7-yard run. It ain't comeback season if the defense is playing like that. It ain't comeback season if the defense is playing like that. No, it ain't. I swear to God, if the Browns break 30 points on us, I'm done. I'm done. Not with anything in particular. I'm just done. Like, just, fuck this kind of shit, right? All right, Jacoby Brissett is under center. Takes a snap, hands it off because they're going to be doing a lot of that right now. They're all over Nick Chubb. He still picks up like 2 yards on the play, though, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. And that's all they're going to do right now, right? They're going to keep running the ball. They're going to keep that clock moving, and that's what I was saying at the end of the 3rd quarter. Like you got to basically because you're down so much at this point. You got to basically treat this like you're in a 2-minute drill, right? You can't take chances with that clock. So the fact that they were throwing in the middle of the field, I was like, dude, you got to conserve that clock. Like, you got to have time to make this comeback. Jacoby Brissett hands the ball off to Kareem Hunt. Mike Hilton tried to come at him on the side. It didn't work at all. And he goes straight up the middle. About a 7-yard pickup. Bengals defense is just Swiss cheese right now. After how good they were earlier this game, they just fell apart. I don't even know what fell apart. Like, they didn't have like Cheeto got hurt, and that sucks. Cheeto's hurt. But the run defense is Swiss cheese. Cheeto going out doesn't change anything with the run defense. Yeah, I expected more from Hurst too. I was hoping they'd utilize him more, but they haven't even really targeted him. He mainly Joe Burrow's been targeting Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Joe Mixon a lot. He's been throwing the ball to Joe Mixon a lot. All right, Bengals swallow up the Browns in the backfield on that play, so that's nice. Reader's hurt, Conley. Reader's not in. DJ Reader's out for at least a couple more weeks. He hasn't been playing for a little while. That's part of the reason our run defense is so trash is because DJ Reader's such a force in the middle, and he hasn't been playing for a little bit. More to come 21. This is terrible. It is a joke, man. It is a joke. This defense is just getting gashed, and the offense just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. I don't understand. Like, they're better than this. They really are. I promise they are. Jacoby Brissett's going to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb, who runs into his own guy and gets tackled for maybe about a 1-yard pickup, so that works out. But more to come 21. I don't know if you're a subscriber to the channel or not, but I think this might be the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. So if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. We put out content all the time. If you are, welcome back, and I hope I see you in the chat more often. All right, it's 3rd and 9. Can the defense get off the ball here, or off the field here? Jacoby Brissett's going to take the shotgun snap. He's got all the time in the world to throw. and he's got Amari Cooper wide open for a big 15-yard catch. Massive 15-yard catch. He gets it at the 15-yard line. It's not a 15-yard catch. It's like a 50-yard catch. Your sub, well, welcome back, Mr. More to come. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Shut up, Connor. Oh, my God. Amari Cooper's having himself a game ever since Cheeto Uzie went out. They like he went down and they were just like, hey, look, something we can exploit. And it's not like they were doing great before Cheeto went out, but like they were already looking trash before Cheeto went out. But ever since Cheeto went out, it's been lights out, man. They're doing good against the run again. So Nick Chubb takes the run and he takes the ball and doesn't get anything on that. So that's nice. They're still going to give away a field goal, though. Unless they get a turnover. Like, that's what we really need. We need a turnover. Like, if we want to have any chance of coming back in this game, we need a turnover. We need to generate some turnovers and just get the ball back, give the offense, like a quick opportunity. It's not just like, get the ball back to them in general. Let's get them back quick. We got to get a turnover. We got to get some momentum going our way. Jacoby Brissett hands the ball off to Nick Chubb, who gets right up the middle. Nothing there. Touchdown. Oh, God. Why are you like this, Bengals? It's 31-6. I'm done, man. Like, I'm just done with this game. I'm gonna stay till the end, obviously, but this is just such a joke. This is such a joke. The defense. Everybody talks about how good this defense is. They don't look good to me. 31 points to the Browns. Are you kidding me? Like, are you actually kidding me? Like, what a joke. I know we're missing DJ Reader, and that sucks. And I know Cheeto Uzie went out, but they weren't doing good before Cheeto Uzie went out. It's literally just like DJ Reader's out. And that sucks, but they were doing good against the run. So I don't understand why why the secondary has been so horrendous today, outside of like the pick from Von Bell. Colo 8 says this game's not good. Yeah, no, you ain't kidding. This is a bad game. This is a terrible game. God, I can't remember the last time the Bengals played a game this bad. All I know I can is the last time we played the Browns. Yep. Last time we played the Browns, it was just this bad. It was just this bad. We got 7 people in the chat right now. And you know why we got 7 people in the chat right now? It's because the Bengals are doing terrible and people love to hate watch, right? I hope you enjoy my pain. Oh, why are the Bengals like this, man? I got to sit through this for 8 minutes and 48 seconds longer. What am I even doing with my life? Like, why? I got to sit here and watch this for 8 minutes and 46 seconds more. I could be doing so much more with that time. I could be eating some of this pizza, which I have in front of me, but I'm trying not to eat too much on camera. I could be doing a lot of different things right now than watching this train wreck. But nope, this is what I choose to do with my life. This is what I choose to do with my life. I don't even understand it. I'm not going to quit YouTube, Matthew. I'm just belly aching. I'm not going to quit YouTube. I'm not going to quit the Bengals either. We're going to come back next week, and I'm going to be telling y'all how much the Bengals are going to win. Like, I'll get over it. Like, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I just don't understand. Why do they got to be like this? Why can't they like if they're going to be good, can't they just be good for once in my life? Like, just be good. Like don't be good and then just like rip it out from under me. Like, just be good once ever. Just be good. Like, don't be this like up and down weirdness where like, you go on a run and something good happens. Just be good for once ever. Turth Batol ID 777. All right. That's a name. Turth Batol ID 777. Hey, bro, I'm trying to hold back from cursing, but this game has got me insanely upset. Well, you don't need to hold back because I'm fucking cursing. This is a stupid-ass game. In primetime, right. It's like Joe Burrow's been so money in primetime his whole career. I don't understand. It's the Browns. That's what it is. I don't know what it is about the Browns, but we just can't beat them. Did you just admit the Bengals are 4-4? No, they're not. They're not 4-4 yet, Matthew. We got. I almost kind of wish they were, so I could like hop off and eat some pizza. Right? I almost kind of wish that this game was over. Truth be told. Okay. All right. I like what I called it better. Truth be told. I like that better. I like that one better. Just to let you know, truth be told, I'm only 11. Why do you tell everybody that you're only 11, Matthew? Like, I mean, you can tell people whatever you want, but like, it's like every single person who comes in the chat, you let them know that you're 11. Like, you just announce it to every single person. Like, you can do what you want. I don't really care. It's just an odd habit. All right, Joe Burrow. Toss the ball. He's got Tyler. No, it's the Hayden Hurst, finally. Throws the ball to Hayden Hurst. My God. And there's a flag. I think that actually might be a late hit on the Browns because, like, he was out of bounds and they, like, absolutely. I mean, that's fine, man. You can tell people whatever you want to tell them. No, you don't have to stop. I'm not offended by it. Nobody's offended by it. I just notice every single time there's somebody new in the chat, you're like, hi, I'm 11. And I'm like, oh, okay. Matthew, will you quit belly aching, dude? I was just asking you a question. If you're gonna act like that, stop. I'm gonna stop putting you up on the screen if you keep acting like that. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to Joe Mixon. 5 yards. Why are we running the ball? Why are we running the ball? Like, we're not gonna make a comeback running the ball and burning clock. Why are we running the ball? That's stupid. No way, shape, or form should we be running the ball. That is so. Why on earth are we running the ball? Why? Joe Burrow, shotgun formation on 2nd and 5. Throws the ball out to Hayden Hurst. Got the first down. Need to be doing more of that, honestly. Why do you put the comments on the screen where the Bengals are losing? I'm putting the comments on the screen because I said I would. Like, why else would I? Also, it's better than watching the Bengals, honestly. I'd rather talk to you guys than watch the Bengals right now. Also, what does lossing mean? Lossing. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Joe Mixon. He's got T. Higgins. There we go. Touchdown. Got him deep. There you go. There you go. That's something. Like, I mean, you know, is it going to matter? I don't know. But, hey, it's exciting. They did something. They did a thing. Like, whoa, they did a thing. Wow, yay. At least we're not going to come out of this game looking like we got shut out. Am I right? Oh, we got blown out. Oh, we lost to the Browns. But, hey, they got a touchdown, man. Like, it's 2 touchdowns now. Hey, this offense, this at the very least, worst case scenario, we're probably going to lose this game. Worst case scenario, maybe like next week we can build on this, you know, win 2 in a row. Suddenly we're 7-5. Wait. No, 6-4. If we can get to 6-4 over the next 2 weeks because we finally got the offense going, and Evan McPherson makes the extra point. Oh, thank God! Rejoice to the heavens. The kicker did his job. God, yeah, he did get mossed, Matthew. Yeah, T. Higgins just mossed that dude. What was that, Greedy Williams? I think didn't look very greedy on that play. But, like, man, if we can at least get, like, the offense going, get some semblance of, like, Joe Burrow can get some, like, passes gone to these guys, maybe we can win the next 2 games, and then we're 6-4 going into the would it be going into the bye week? I can't remember. But 6-4 after this stretch. If we can at least be 6-4 after this stretch, then maybe we pull one off over the Titans. Jamar Chase comes back against the Chiefs. I mean, like, we ain't going to be any number 1 seeds this year. It ain't happening. But, like, I mean, if we can get the offense going, then there's something, right? We can get the offense going. There's something. I don't know why we're running the ball. I don't know. I think the idea is, like, if we just, like, stop running the ball now, if we just give up on the run entirely, then they're just going to be able to do whatever they want to us. Like, they won't have to worry about the run, and they won't become one-dimensional. But you're losing time, man. Like, that's just my only thing. Like, if you're running out of bounds, okay, fine, whatever. But if you're running up the middle of the field, you're losing time. Like, like, you really got to treat this like a 2-minute drill right now because you're down so much. Still, there's not much hope, but there's some hope. It's a 20-point ball game. There's not much hope. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. It's a 19-point ball game because he got that extra point. So it's a 19-point ball game. I mean, it would take 3 touchdowns, but crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened, y'all. That's all I'm saying. We're on the screen on my TV. He's crying. The Browns defender. Yeah, he's just like, T. Higgins can't do that to me. But, like, get over it. Like, nobody's ever going to remember that catch ever again because, like, the Bengals are going to lose in pretty embarrassing fashion. No matter what, this is great practice for the people we haven't utilized a whole lot. It sounds crazy, but it can be a confidence boost. Yeah, no, I mean, like, if we can finish tonight on a good note, at least kind of, like, finish, like, oh, we maybe had a chance there at the end, then they can carry that into the next 2 weeks against the Panthers and Steelers. Maybe get some wins against them, and then, like, 6-4, I don't really know if we're going to be winning the division anymore, but at that point, maybe we can, like, hope to get a wild card spot. If we get in, Bengals are a good team on the road, despite what this looks like. So I mean, like, if we can just get to the playoffs, anything can happen with this team. I'm honestly at this point, I'm just really rooting for the Bengals to show us some life. They did an onside kick. I don't know why they just did an onside kick. Like, and Evan McPherson just had a terrible onside kick, by the way. It just went straight out of bounds. Evan McPherson's having a terrible day today. Like man, he's part of the reason. He's part of the reason. Like, honestly, we're like, it would if he had made all of his points, it'd be 32-17 right now. If he had actually done his job today, it'd be 32-17 right now. It'd be a 15-point ball game, and that'd just be 2 touchdowns, right? Like, 1 regular touchdown, 1 touchdown with an extra point. So, yeah, I mean, I hate it when people like, no, play calling this, play calling that, because, like, honestly, like, play calling is just like it's a code word for I don't know how to talk about football. When people are just like, oh, it's the play calling, that's the problem. Well, okay, gee, thanks, Einstein. But yeah, I was just like, today in particular, like, I mean, like, the running, I don't understand why they're running the ball. That's just weird and stupid. And so in that case, it is play calling actually is the example of what's going on here. Did someone shoot Mac's dog? They might have, dude. He's out of focus. He's not paying attention today. Like I said, if Money Mac had done his job today, I don't even know if I'm going to keep calling him Money Mac. He keeps playing like this. But if Evan McPherson had done his job today, it would be a 15-point ball game, which would be, I mean, there'd be a chance at the very least. Bengals are all over Nick Chubb on that play. So he's going to, I think, lose about a yard. And they're going to have it about the 40-yard lines, 3rd and 5. Third and 5. And you're down 3 touchdowns right now, man. Bengals just took a timeout. Like, The Bengals just took it. That's where we're at this point in the game. That's what I'm saying. That was what I was saying with clock management earlier. Like, you're down so much. You need to conserve as much time as you can, even though it was only the third quarter. You got to conserve as much time as you possibly can. Because if you get to this point where you're still down a lot late in the game, I don't know how. Like, it would take a miracle to come back. You could have saved like at least like 3 or 4 minutes of game time, and like, you know, I know 3 touchdowns is a lot to come back with like 8 minutes left, but you can do it. You can do it. But with like, they're about to be the next time they get the ball back, they're going to have like, you know, 4.5 minutes left. And I don't know if you can come back from a 3 touchdown deficit at that point. All right, Jacoby Brissett, he's going to hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. Bengals are all over it. And I think he might have picked up a yard, maybe a half a yard. So, you know, I imagine Cade York's going to come out here for another kick attempt, for another field goal attempt. Yeah, we know they're going to run. Obviously, they're going to run that clock. That's what they're doing, and that's what I was saying earlier. You know, like the Browns, if they stay up on you, they're just going to run the clock out because they're going to run the ball. You know, and like regardless of whether you stop them on the ground or not, I don't understand the logic with why they've just been so. Well, they've been so what do you call it? Liberal with the clock, like the last couple of drives. It doesn't make any sense to me. Is the Browns offense still on the field? Browns offense is still on the field. That's weird. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. Like, what does a field goal really do for you right now? Like, it doesn't give you that much of an extra lead. And you're still up 3 touchdowns, so you might as well go for it. Can we get off the field? Can we get off the field and give the offense a chance? That's what you want to really see here. All right, Jacoby Brissett, under center. Is he just going to try to draw him off sides? Even that might be what he's doing. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yep. All right. Browns are going to – looks like the Browns are going to take a delay of game, actually. Or did they take a timeout? No, they're taking the delay of game. Browns are taking the delay of game, so I think they're just going to punt the ball to the Bengals and try to pin him deep. Made Brissett look like a superstar. I wouldn't say we made Brissett look like a superstar, but we made Brissett look like a competent quarterback, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say like this is the best game of all time. Like Jacoby Brissett did well, but he didn't have like an amazing game. But he's got like 278 yards and a touchdown. Crucially, though, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. The one interception that was thrown was by, but you know, Jacoby Brissett was good enough in this game. It was just like the Bengals just shot themselves in the foot over and over and over and over again. That's the problem. All right, Browns punt the ball away, and it looked like it was shanked. Yeah, that was a terrible kick. That was 2 bad punts. Like the kicking in general in this game has been terrible. So maybe the winds, maybe there's something going on with the wind. But even then, it looks like, you know, they're having issues getting the ball off. So I don't know. Like maybe like the spooky Halloween ghosts are getting to the kickers. I don't know. But that was a terrible punt. Corey Bajorquez is pissed off at himself. Fair enough. Look, all I'm saying is there's a chance. Ain't much of one, but there's a chance. Bengals going to get the ball at the 30-yard line, so that's better than nothing. Offense can go get a touchdown here, man. Offense can go get a touchdown here, and then if they go get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, suddenly it's an 11-point game, right? And if they can do that quickly, then there's a real chance, right? And they only have 1 timeout, crucially, but I mean, it's just crazier things have happened. The Jets did it against the Browns, right? And the Bengals took the onside kick and still managed to get off the field, right? So the defense finally showed up again. Like that's the crazy, that's the insane thing, right? Like this defense plays really good in the first quarter. They fall apart in the second and third quarter and part of the fourth quarter. Then at the very end, they show up again like, oh, hey, we're doing our jobs. Like, no, the hell you aren't. Like we watched the rest of the game, y'all. Like, you can't just show up on the first drive and the last drive and act like you're an elite defense. You just can't do that. God, people don't want to have this discussion about the Bengals defense because the offense is obviously having problems, and the offense is. Every time I talk about the defense, people are like, "No, the offense is clearly the bigger problem." Like, okay, it's not about who's the bigger problem. It's about the defense concerns me. It's about the fact that this is supposed to be a championship caliber football team, and yet the defense is not a championship caliber defense. It's not the kind of defense that will win you games. It's the kind of defense that can help you win games if your offense does well, but it's not the kind of defense that it's not the kind of defense that will win you football games by itself. It's just not. And that was the thing about the defense last year. The defense last year, it won a couple of games by itself. The offense wasn't always perfect last year. There were some bad games, like that game against the Titans where Burrow took 9 sacks. Bengals still pulled off a win because the defense got it done. But this year, they just don't have it in them. The defense just cannot keep it together. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. Evades pressure. That was good. Rolls out, throws it away. It's intercepted, but it's out of bounds. It was way out of bounds, so hence why I'm not freaking out. Joe Burrow just basically threw it away there. All right, 2nd and 10. Come on, guys. You got like no clock left to speak of. You got no clock left to speak of, man. Like we're coming down into crunch time at this point. We're coming down into crunch time at this point. It's Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, sacked. That was both Jonah Williams and Lyle Collins on that play. Jonah Williams, we'll point the finger at Lyle Collins too, but Jonah Williams just a trash bag today, man. Jonah Williams just been getting beat like a fucking drum. Actually, I'm wrong. Lyle Collins is not responsible for that sack. He didn't do a great job against his guy either, but he's not the one who let pressure through. I didn't see who let pressure through, but Lyle Collins was still on his guy. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, throws the ball at the middle to Joe Mixon for some reason. 3rd and 18. It was a 3rd and 18 play, and the Browns let him pick up like 12 of those yards, but obviously not enough. Maybe 14. So it's going to be 4th and 4. You got to go for it. If they don't get it here, game's basically over. If they don't pick this 4th down up here, game's basically over. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun formations. Got Joe Mixon to his right. Looking around. He throws. Batted away. Well, so much for comeback season. Not that I really thought that was going to help, but yeah, Mixon's not a very good blocker. Put you up on the screen a little bit longer here, but I mean, Dan is right, man. Like Mixon's not a very good blocker, and that's part of the problem. And the problem today has been Jonah Williams. Jonah Williams has been absolutely like taken to town all day today. He's looked awful, and quite frankly, he hasn't looked great all year. And he's had some good games, but like for the most part this year, he's not looked good. Jonah Williams is a train wreck right now. The offense clearly misses Jamar Chase, at least just having that option. The defense, again, right there, they pile on one of the Browns running backs in the backfield. Like they can clearly stop things. The defense can clearly get things done, but just like they fall asleep in the middle of the game. Like you can't even sit here and tell me the defense did a good job today. They let the Browns put up 32 points. Like just quite frankly, like yes, they did a good job at the beginning of the game, and they did a good job down the stretch at the end. But where were they in the 2nd and 3rd quarter? Where were they at the beginning of the 4th quarter? Like this defense is like the most overrated fucking thing, dude. This defense is not a championship caliber defense, and it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do on offense because this is not a championship caliber defense. And unless they start like going crazy on offense. If they start going crazy on offense, I'm sure they'll be fine. The defense is good enough to support that. But I'm just saying the defense, this isn't like a defense that's going to be like, dragging the Bengals anywhere. Like the offense has to get it figured out because the defense will not do it. The defense is not going to get it done for you. Well, back to 500, everybody. We're back to 500. I mean, we got 3 minutes left, but we're basically, I don't think there's anything that can be done now. Bengals are out of timeouts. Browns got the ball on third down, but I mean, barring an absolute miracle, it's over. Bengals back to 500. Playoff chances go back to about 50%. Jacoby Brissett's under center. He is going to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt. Sorry, Dearness Johnson. And he's got the first down. This Bengals defense sucks, dude. Bengals defense sucks right now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Truth be told, you're right. 36 rushing yards. That's unacceptable. That is completely unacceptable. 36 rushing yards. Joe Burrow can't do it all himself. And Joe Burrow didn't have the worst day. Like, had it not been for that one interception, which honestly wasn't entirely his fault, Joe Burrow would have had a pretty good day today. But Joe Burrow can't do it by himself. Quite frankly, Joe Burrow cannot do it by himself. Like, the defense has to show up. The running game has to show up. The offense has to be able to do something other than Joe Burrow make miracle plays happen. Man, Lou Anarumo, I'm challenging you right now. Lou Anarumo, I've challenged you before and you've come through in the clutch. I'll admit that. But I'm challenging you right now, man. This defense is not, and you know it. You know it too. You watch the film. You know what's going on. You know this defense is not playing anywhere near where they should be playing right now. I'm challenging you, Lou Anarumo. This is unacceptable. Letting the Browns drop 32 points. Like you know just as well as I do that this defense is better than that. So yeah, it ain't Burrow's fault, truth be told. Burrow had a good game, and he didn't have like an elite game. It wasn't like, Joe Burrow's out here like dropping dimes, and Joe Burrow comes out of this looking like just like some dude who's like in the middle of nowhere trying to like drag his team to victory. He didn't have the best game, but he also didn't have a bad game. Joe Burrow was fine. They just the offense if the offense if the offense had just finished drives earlier in the game, this wouldn't have been as much of a problem. Like, what's the score right now? 32-13 Browns. If Evan McPherson had connected on his field goals and the Bengals had actually finished drives earlier in the game, this would be a close ball game right now. Like, I mean, the Bengals might even have a slight lead. I don't know. But the Bengals were like driving earlier in this game. Joe Burrow threw that pick at the beginning of the game, which was a huge problem. Although, to be fair, the defense, overcame that and wiped it entirely away. So it didn't matter as much. But the point is, you could have scored there. Instead, you throw a pick. And then from there, it's just like the offense just like, they're able to move down the field. And then they just shoot themselves in the foot. I don't get it. You're right, Conley. We do need DJ Reader back. Like, honestly, like this defense was doing fine. Like this defense was really quite good with DJ Reader. And I don't think it's just DJ Reader's absence. I think there's like a scheme issue. Like people are starting to figure out what Lou Anarumo is doing. I think it's a lot of things, but man, that's just like DJ Reader coming back will help. It'll definitely help. I can tell you that. I can tell you that for nothing. Man. Cheeto was the only cover corner on this team. You ain't kidding. Cam Taylor-Britt clearly isn't any good. Like, Cam Taylor. Now, first of all, Cam Taylor-Britt's a rookie and just came back from injury, so I don't want to sit here and like just damn his career to oblivion right now just because he's having a bad game. But he's definitely part of the problem today. Cam Taylor-Britt was awful. Had a few good plays, but for the most part, he was awful. Once Cheeto went down, Trey Flowers being used as an outside corner. I don't understand that one at all, but Trey Flowers has been absolutely catastrophic today. Bengals getting gashed. A lot of Jacoby Brissett rolling out to the right and just finding dudes wide open. I don't understand. I don't understand what it is about the Browns that the Bengals just cannot overcome. I don't get it. Browns dive ahead for the first down, and that's pretty much going to be it. That's pretty much going to be it. The Browns can basically just whittle this clock down to nothing at this point. So I'll stay on until the clock says 0-0-0, but the second it does, y'all, I'm hopping off and I'm getting myself some pizza. Getting myself some depression pizza. There was a human aspect he brought to the table. Hyped the defense. Maybe. DJ Reader's, boisterous guy. You guys were almost at the red zone. I know, this almost at a lot of different things. That's the thing. Like, if they had just finished drives today, that's the theme of the day. If they had just finished drives, then they'd be right in it. This wouldn't be like, this big blowout type of thing. Like, the defense is still a problem, straight up. The defense is a fucking problem. Like, there's no way in hell should you be letting the Browns drop 32 on you. That's a joke. But, like, the offense, man, like, they were right to finish drives. Offense just got to finish drives. And hopefully they kind of had a little bit of a, like, they kind of got it together a little bit. Like, the offense got it together a little bit in the fourth quarter. They managed to get 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So maybe, hopefully, that momentum can carry you into next week. And then you can take down the Panthers and the Steelers. And I think at this point, you're 0-3 in the division, and the Ravens are starting to pull ahead. So I don't know if the division is happening at this point. Maybe we're not going to win the division, but maybe we can still make the playoffs with a wild card, man. Like, if we can win the next 2 games, we're 6-4. And I mean, it could happen. It could happen. It's, hopefully that burst by the offense at the end kind of shows them like, hey, here's a few things you can do without Jamar Chase. But depression pizza, more to come. If I ever get to the point where I start doing merch, I'll put that on a t-shirt. Depression pizza. That's yeah. Actually, it's the most depressing kind of pizza, right? It's Domino's. It's not even good pizza. We gave him life. We did, man. Like, it was such a winnable game, and they were so beatable early in this game. We just let them run away with it. The defense just fell apart. I don't understand. Depression pizza sounds great, especially Costco pizza. Costco pizza is underrated. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's not great, but for it doesn't have a great reputation, so it's a little underrated. We need to blow them the fuck out when they come to Cincy. Yeah, we do. Yeah. This has got to end. This whole we can't beat the Browns thing has got to end. I'm tired of it. Jamar Chase needs to go off next time we play them. I'm sick of it. I am so tired of it. The Browns, like, and it sucks because the Browns are bad, man. Like, the Browns aren't good. So the fact that we keep losing to them, it's more embarrassing than it is anything because the Browns are so bad. It's just like why is this team the one that we can't overcome? It's just frustrating. It's just like, my God. What goes on the depression pizza? Shame. Yeah, shame's on mine. On mine it's Italian sausage and bacon, but quite frankly, there's a lot of shame going into this pizza. Yeah. Maybe Tree will call it like he does when the Steelers lose. Actually, Tree, or do you just know Tom from when he's ready? That one time got you all those people. I don't know any of those guys. Like personally, like as far as their channels go, yeah, I'm a big fan of Urinating Tree. I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of Tom Grossi before the raid. I've been a member of his channel for over a year now, and he was actually the one who inspired me to do my own channel because I saw somebody else who really kind of reminded me of myself and the position that he was at in life before he started this YouTube channel. I wasn't a teacher, but I was definitely like kind of like not on the best income spectrum and kind of really felt like I was at a dead end in my life and stuff like that. So, so I really kind of like felt like a connection with Tom Grossi. Like, you remind me of me a lot. And so the fact that I saw him doing it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can do it too. And I love to, I've been talking about the Bengals since I'm 15. So I've been doing sports writing or sports content to some extent since I was like 15 years old. So I'm just like, I might as well like give it a shot, like I put videos out and, eventually if I put out enough videos and, I'll get good at it and, people will come and people will watch it, and that's basically what happened there. I don't know any of them personally. I would love to get on clickbait one day. You never know, man. Maybe I blow up eventually and Scooter ends up like blowing up to the point where he's just like he's not even able to do clickbait anymore and they're looking to get a new person on and maybe I show up. I don't know. But either way, I'm a big fan of all their channels. Like every single one of them. I think they put out great content. Thank you for hanging around. I hang around for every game, man. I'm always I always watch every Bengals game at 0-0-0. I don't care how bad of a blowout it is. I've stuck around through some rough Bengals games, and it's like if I'm gonna watch it, I might as well be streaming it, right? Honestly, like all the interaction I get on these streams and everything like that, like it wasn't too long ago that I was talking into a void. Like nobody came to my streams. Like I had like 50 something subscribers, 20, 30, 40, 50 subscribers. Nobody was coming to my streams except for every once in a while. Like, Conley might pop his head in, or like a couple of my buddies from like, I grew up with might pop their head in and say, hey, what's up? But I never had an active chat before. And it was just like, I was talking, but I was basically talking into a void. That watch counter always said 0. And I was here doing it back then too. So I was only doing Bengals games back then. And I was only doing certain Bengals games back then, but I was talking into a void. But it's just like I might as if I'm going to be like watching these games anyway, and I have a microphone set up, I have a whole professional studio set up. I might as well just stream the game, right? Like if I'm going to be watching it, anyway, and I don't most of the time don't really have anybody to watch it with because my family doesn't really like football. And I kind of like it like that. We have our separate interests and we can kind of come together for other stuff. But my family doesn't really like football. My friends are always busy. So, just come on here and stream the game, right? Came looking for the reaction to this game. You're a true fan, bro. Hey, Brian. I'm not gonna lie, man. First of all, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. So if you're if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. If not, welcome back. But I put out content all the time, and I'll be clipping out my reaction to this game. So you'll be seeing all the big reactions I have without having to go through the whole like 3-hour long video, right? But definitely make sure you're subscribed because that'll be coming out tomorrow. Extremely shocked to see the Bengals lost to these bums. I'm not shocked, quite frankly, because they did the same damn thing last year, and they can't beat I don't know why they can't beat the Browns, but they just constantly fall on their asses. Death on the Connor has come. Conner? Okay. From Maryland. Hi, guy from Maryland. What's up? If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Put out football content all the time. I got some great reactions because, man, I care about my Bengals and they don't love me back all the time. So, football is one of those things where it sucks to watch because that's his cable. You won't find places that have all the games live. Well, yes, but if you do a real quick ad thing here real quick, but if you go to the link in my description and sign up for NordVPN, you get 69% off your first 3 months. But in addition to that, what you can do is you can sign up for NFL Game Pass International, and you could it's a streaming service that they don't offer inside the US, but if you use the VPN, then you can access the geo restrictions that you get with NFL Game Pass International, and that'll give you all the games, just like straight up. Like you don't have to do the stupid like NFL Plus where like all the home games are blacked out or all the local games are blacked out, and it only does like certain things. You don't get like the primetime games or something like that. Like I know it's every single game on NFL Game Pass International, so I would recommend that to anybody. That's how I watch all these games. I was hoping we beat the Browns too, man. Have to pay $50 a month for Sling just to add on. Dude, don't. Like Red Zone is good. I will say Red Zone is solid. Red Zone is a solid. It's the one streaming service you get in America that's good. But the problem with Red Zone is you don't get to watch a game, right? Like you just have to watch the jumbled mess but if you just want to keep up with the NFL as a whole, Red Zone's great. I like watching Red Zone when the Bengals aren't playing. But no, NFL Game Pass International, I'm telling you right now. That's what you need to invest in. Make sure that you're always, you have to always be logged into, like a European server or something like that. You can't log in from America with it, but you can access it. Geo restrictions. New to your channel. Well, feel free to subscribe, my man. There we go. New subscriber. Death on the Connor has come. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. My stepson's name is Connor, so that's a thing. What is going on with I think you mean Mixon. He's on my fantasy team. Yeah, he's been like this most of the year, honestly. Like, I don't know. I think it's the blocking. I'm not sure. Feeling broke. You broke your 43-inch TV. That sucks, dude. Like I broke my drywall one time over the Bengals, and that was in a blowout win too. Like the Bengals last year, they blew they won like 35-17 over the Detroit Lions last year, but they got off to a slow start, and I thought that they were like gonna like maybe not win that game because they got off to such a slow start. So I got pissed off. I slung my phone with like the OtterBox into my wall, and there's a hole in that wall that still hasn't been completely fixed. So no, I feel that. But my recommendation, man, don't break expensive stuff. Like, I mean, I could just go spackle that wall and paint over it, like 43-inch TV. Don't do that, man. But yeah, the Bengals just, God, why are you like this? Why can't you just be normal? Why can't you be good consistently for once? Like, just be a good football team. That's all I want. 69%. I know that's what I've always thought. Like, you get 69% off, and I'm just like, I'll take that. I'll take 69% off. My wife was like, calm down. Not the best thing to say when you got a raging football fan, man. Caden's a Lions fan. All right. Well, then. You want to talk about one of the few things that's actually worse than being a Bengals fan, but hey, I feel it, Caden. I tend to root for the Lions when it's a neutral game, right? And just because they're so bad, it's like you like to see them do well. But haven't seen you in the chat either, Caden. So if you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. I put content out all the time, and I'm passionate about my Bengals, man. You get some reactions out of me, I'll tell you that. Are you saying you Kyled your wall? Yes, I didn't, Conley. I didn't punch the hole in the wall. I threw my phone at it. But yeah, I did break a hole in my drywall. Yes, I did essentially from that perspective. They always do this to us. It happens every time the media picks us to win. Well, it happens every time we play the Browns. Like, I don't understand what it is about the Browns. I just really don't, Like, we should not in any way, shape, or form be losing to the Cleveland Browns. We definitely shouldn't be getting blown out by them every time we play them. It's just, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Y'all, we got 10 people watching in the chat right now, and the game's not even going on anymore. I can't tell if people are just like showing up to just like, pity me. I don't know. But if you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back to the channel. Feel free to like the video. It helps me grow and everything like that. And look forward to the compilation of reactions I have from this game that will be coming out at some point tomorrow. Hopefully early, but I just don't know because I also have to work early, so it might come out late. I'm not sure, but the recap for this game will probably come out on Wednesday, and then the power rankings will probably come out on Thursday just because I'm so pushed back this week. It's going to be a weird 2 weeks for me, so just bear with me for a couple of weeks, and then we'll get back to our regular scheduled programming here in 2 weeks. Right. I'm glad you're subbed already, Caden. I don't know because I see a bunch of people that I don't recognize in my stream, and so I just try to invite everybody up. Ravens fan here. You guys are so much better than this, aren't we? Though we are so much better than this. Like there's no reason they should be doing this. Ravens will win the division at this point. Lamone 187. At this point, you're probably right. You're probably right. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I'm just kind of hoping that we can like turn things around and get a wild card spot, right? Because if we can win our next 2 games, Panthers, Steelers, shouldn't be that hard, right? Offense kind of got going there at the end of the game, so maybe they can vault themselves into some doing something in the next game. Beat the Panthers, beat the Steelers. You're 6-4 going into the end stretch at the end of your schedule. You got Jamar Chase coming back at that point, so yeah, maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do it. That's all I'm saying. You should make a compilation of Kyle freakouts at some point. I might do something like that over the offseason just because I'll have so much free time. Might go back and watch some of the games that I know I had big reactions to. What do you want? You want all bad freakouts, or like I had like during that playoff run, I had some big like good freakouts, like we're going to the Super Bowl kind of crap. I ended up making it on somebody else's compilation video because of my reaction to that. I think Caden might be. I don't know for sure, Lamone, but I think Caden might be trolling because as bad as the Bengals are right now, the Steelers are a dumpster fire. So I think that might be a joke. I'm not sure, but I think it might be a joke. But anyway, y'all, I'm hungry. I got some depression pizza to go eat. So I'm gonna pretty much hop on out of here. And at this point, I wouldn't even be mad if the Texans won the AFC North. But that's all I got for this one. So thank y'all so much for watching. Got a couple more comments up here, but y'all can always find more of what I do at Kyle Phelps 92 on Twitter. Actually, I'll put it down right. Oh, God, get this banner off here. Get that score out of here. Find me at Kyle Phelps 92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/The Phelps, the Battle of Ohio podcast, which is on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. But also, I just found out I can multi-stream it from my channel too, so you might see it on my channel. So for that reason, you should also subscribe. Also go check out atbnetwork.com because they're being nice enough to support me and being able to do these streams. But I am pretty much out of here. I hope y'all have an amazing time. Mario Bros, if you just found this channel, feel free to like and subscribe, man. I do streams like this a lot, and I got some good reactions, man. I do recaps, I do power rankings, I do all that. So feel free to like, but definitely feel free to subscribe and keep coming back, man. We put out content on a fairly regular basis. But I will catch y'all in the next one, and I'm going to go eat some depression pizza now.